Alright, let me see if I can pull it up here. And see if it shows up. Yep. So notice this. Right here. It's an eraser. Why do you need an eraser in the visual novel game? Well, I'm going into settings here. Notice the controls. Erase. Erase with either the left button of your mouse, or even the space bar, or use F to erase everything. What does that mean, to erase everything, or to erase in general? Are we eliminating evidence on something that transpired? Maybe it's a journal. Maybe it's something that is best left alone and in the past. Probably something to that degree. But these are the only control functions for the game. So we're gonna have to find out what that may be. Now, let's go ahead and start. Oh. Okay. Jeez. Okay, so this is how the game works. Alright. A second week in a row for short games. Another one by Anna Perna. The last one being The Art for Escape. Alright. This is quite neat. Up, and here's the company itself. Dreamfield. Let me know if the music happens to be too loud as we continue onward with this. Alright. Okay, so it looks like we have an astronaut. 750 million kilometers from Earth. In orbit around Jupiter. Never been so far before. Ooh, okay. I need to go further. Only one more jump, and I will be the first to reach Planet X. Planet X. Saturn? Oh. Okay, what in bloody hell is that? Is that Planet X? Or is that a comet? Oh. Ooh. Okay. That doesn't look so grand. I'm still alive. I did it! I'm directly within the orbit of Planet X. I proved the theory. It's real. What the hell is it? Well, we'll just keep on erasing then. Keep on erasing here. I can feel its gravity. How can it be so small when its pull is so strong? These readings. Nothing is wrong. It's a black hole! Yup. Look at that. This is a black hole! Oh, hold on, yep. There we go. Yep. Up, and there was something in there. Now, what's this? Oh, here we go. Nah, okay. I wonder what would happen if I just push the one button then. Oh. Yeah. Ah. That kind of makes things a little bit easier. Yeah, I might go with this. Okay, that's still the astronaut. If found. Well, there's the title. Okay, we got a little bit of a small fireplace. This book belongs to somebody. December 3rd, 1993. I'm home. My name is Cassio. Things to remember. 1. Your earliest memory is your dad holding you up on the beach, lifting you over the waves. Rain coming in, he said. Best get back or your mom will worry. 2. You finished 2 years, 2 goals of college. You're blah 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 blah. And then it looks like 3. Remember how small and insignificant we all are. And then 4 is like, never! And 5, you don't need a relationship. Relationships don't work with you. You can try to be normal and have a relationship, but it's never felt right. And that's okay. It's okay to be quiet and weird. So apparently from what we had for this entire thing, this doesn't have a whole lot of luck with the relationships, as what this story entails kind of represents. Though I kind of wonder what the black hole has to do with this transgender story. That'll be interesting to see. Oh, I guess. So she's basically erasing all of her diary entries. I was right. So, she is really erasing things from her past. Oh, wait, here we go. Alright. So, your undergrad and your master's. Everyone thought you couldn't even survive on your own. You stick with it. Okay. Up. And it's still being erased. When people stare, just ignore them. Think about the stars and the galaxies and dark matter. Whatever it is. Remember how small and insignificant we all are. You don't need to be nice to people who bully you. That can be polarizing for sure, but it does look like this person has been bullied quite extensively. Which is why they wrote down never in that context. Ma'am, Bread McHugh. Oh, and it looks like the ma'am is basically of a religion of Christianity, it looks like. Age 52. Likes hosting the knitting circle in the house, watching Winning Streak on Saturdays. Hates driving to Castor Bar to do the big shop, mowing the lawn, the parish council. My favorite thing about her? Watching her slowly pick out a tune on the piano from scrappy sheets of paper. And that must be a picture of her, then. Now, what does this mean? Oh, great. An Irish version of the name Bridget, a famous Irish saint. It is pronounced with a law E. Breed. Similar to the English word breed, but the final D is like the D in Bridget, almost a J sound. Breed. Then, Castlebar. Castlebar is the closest large town to Agshill, a medieval market town. As the name suggests, it has a castle. Okay. Alright then. It's given us a little bit of lore backstory to the town she lives in. Things to remember. 1. She's from the mainland, from Westport. She jokes that she came for my dad, but stayed for his 5 sisters. 2. When I went to school, she started working in the post office. 3. She only knows how to bake a few things, but she has great commitment to it. Ma'am is determined that me and Fergal will pass on her brown bread recipe. 4. The only thing she kept of Da was his Sunday jacket for me and Fergal when we were old enough. Yes, because I would butcher them to hell and high water here. So, apparently this may be the brother of the relation, because the father is apparently dead. Frigo McHugh, age 30, likes GAA. Apparently that's some sort of religion then. A few scoops down the pub with the lads, hates thinking. Well, that's not good because you have to think a lot in order to process life's emotions. That doesn't really suit you too well now, does it? Up, and here we go. GAA, the Gaelic Athletic Association. This is the organizing body for the traditional Irish sports of Gaelic football and hurling, which are very popular, especially in rural areas. The GAA is usually a big part of the local community. Well, good then. Thank you for clarifying that. Just imagine how long this would have taken if I continued to wipe. Things to remember about few ago. Actually, let's see here. Debs, like the Irish version of prom, a big dance held for students who have finished secondary school, although the actual day can be before they finish or months afterwards. Expect fancy dresses, suits, and a lot of alcohol. Lovely. My favorite thing about him, we used to go and pick mussels together in Keem sometimes. 1. He has a photo in his room of him and his Debs. Sarah is there before she left for Australia. He's smiling at the camera with this big, goofy grin. 2. He was the one who told me Dad was in the hospital. He came and knocked on the door of my classroom and I knew at once something was wrong. 3. His favorite films of James Bond's films. He watches them religiously when they're on the telly. Alright, he likes James Bond, and apparently James Bond might be part of the public domain in the near future. Maybe not now, but probably about a decade later, I think. December 4th, Saturday. I'm home for a month, then I can get back to Dublin. Fine. It feels like I haven't been on the island in years. Research jobs, projects, long hours doing inventory in the supermarket, anything to keep myself away. Probably because of the circumstances then. I wanted to write a letter to Ma'am. Hi, this is who I am. Here's my name, Ta. Couldn't. Good memories here too, for what that's worth. Tea, hot water bottles, say your prayers, sleep tight. Mama loves you. Loves a you. Let's see here. Tea. Tea in Ireland always means the blend Irish breakfast. It's extremely high caffeine variety, almost always drunk with milk. And often with sugar too. Okay, the Irish breakfast, huh? Hot water bottle. A rubber container filled with boiling water and covered with soft cloth. Electric blankets weren't common in Ireland in 1993, so hot water bottles were essential for cold winter nights. Well, that's interesting then. Very interesting. I'm fine. Are you though? I hope so. But it seems like what your family thinks might be the complete opposite of what you want to feel. Acceptance. Which is hard because there's a lot of families out there who don't accept what the child may become. Sunday. I can't stand sitting around. I need to breathe. Back from Mass. No air in this house. Nobody has drawn breath here since Da's wake. I pedaled down the road like it just went fast enough I could leave it all behind. Wake. Wakes are an important part of Irish funerals. It's an often upbeat get-together held the night before the body is buried. Ooh, excuse me. Where neighbors come together, or come over, reminisce, and tell stories that celebrate the life of the deceased. Alright, let's get on racing here in the meantime. Apparently this game has multiple endings, kinda akin to other visual novels. Sat on Keem Bay and watched the horizon. Keem Bay is a famous beach on the west end of Achill Island. It's incredibly beautiful with yellow sand and surrounded by hills and cliffs. It does have that good atmosphere, at least from the pencil sketch here. And yet, they're continuing to erase it. Then Colum appeared. Colum. Alright, voice acting time. Alright. Yeah, lots of heart in drinking, basically. The wakes seem to be crucial. Oh, did the color of the pages turn? It looks like it's more of a purple now. These you? Well, haven't you changed? Good to see you again, Colin. Call me Cassio. Nodded, smile. You should meet my boyfriend, Jack. The weather approved. The brightest day since October. So Colin seems to be in a same-sex relationship then? Possibly? Hey, Space Geek. Don't erase the Space Geek. Monday 6th. Gregor mentioned working at the post office again. No thanks. Too many faces. Post office. Cassio's mother and brother both work at the post office on Ashu. Post offices in Ireland are community hubs, not least because they connect locals to distant family. In addition to letters, they also hand out social welfare payments and government pensions, and often act as banks in rural communities. Many of them are part of a news agents, or even a pub. So you can get drunk at a post office? Bloody hell. Okie dokie then. That teddy bear is feeling the hangover now, with that smile. Met Kulim and Jack at the abandoned village and climbed up to leave him more. Jack was all teeth and laughter, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed enthusiasm. I don't think anyone from Ash Hill is that relaxed. And let's take a look. The abandoned village. The abandoned village is a local tourist landmark on Ash Hill. Yeah, a village that was completely abandoned during the Great Famine of 1845 to 1849. But some of it was used up to the early 20th century as a summer village for farmers working on the mountain. Yeah, I suppose you are true on that with Ireland. I always consider that stuff a bit of a stereotype, but maybe there is some relevance to that sort of thing. Asheville Island is the largest island off the coast of Ireland, connected by a bridge to the mainland. Achill. Okay, it's pronounced Achill. Like, Achill. Achill. Maybe I should pronounce it like that for the remainder of this entire thing. It's part of County Mayo, one of the 5 counties in the province of Connecticut. I feel like I mispronounced that too. Alright, let's continue onward. A band? You're kidding. No, really? Oh, they're all true. Okay, so there is some relevance to all that we have claimed. And this must be Gollum's boyfriend, Jack. With a young gun, Shans. A real talent, Shans who is. We'll call the band She. Ah, clever, because they incorporate band. Jack's on drums, of course. Gollum is the bassist, setting the groove. Sans sings and writes. I wonder what he's like. I bet that's the individual that is also a main character in this group. Because there is one more character that we have yet to get introduced to in this whole endeavor. Huh? Is this Achill? Oh, is this the Key Islands? Not entirely sure. Tuesday. Got hungry, went up to Dugert to the tea shop. They made the only decent sandwich at Achill. I wonder if that's gonna ruin the tone of this entire thing if I keep saying it like that. Telling the human 5 years of stories. Gollum had much more than me. Come on in us with it, want some space, Casio. We're out in the big house. Outdoor scheme. The 3 of us are living there together. It's amazing. Yeah, it's great. It's grand. At least after we cleared out all the broken models, come watch us practice. I feel like I'm doing a horrible job with the accents. Dugort. This is another village on the north coast of Achill. It's always been one of the tourist hubs on the island. Oh, now they got a pronunciation. Dug is like the past tense of dig. Ort rhymes with hurt. Ort, hurt. Hort, hurt. Does it? Dug Hort. The big house. This is a common nickname for the houses belong to the Anglo-Irish aristocracy. Aristocracy in the years before independence. Grand. Grand is a typical Irish expression. As an answer to a question, it means fine. As an adjective, e.g. a grand old day, grand stretch in the evening, it means lovely or nice. Hey, I say grand off of tons. Dugget. Dugget. Hey, I see it's grand all the time. I always forget that is more Irish in terms of its expression. Maybe the month will be grand. Ah, see. Oh wait, something's behind that. It is a blue dot. Oh, we're getting a bit more colorful here. Looks like this is the rain. We're gonna eliminate the rain then. Okay, we got a kitchen sink with some cups hanging up. Looks like it's still raining outside. Old room, old habits, old home. Okay, it's all being erased. So what is drawing us in here? Gonna erase some more things. It was nice to be fed and to sleep in my own bed, although it felt like a coffin, so dark and so empty outside. Something must be very wrong with them coming back home, it seems. Like, even though it felt like home to them, it seems like the oppressive nature of them staying there seems so more like a burden than anything else. Probably because they just can't accept who Casio is. Queso, I believe is the correct pronunciation of the word. That's the hint I'm getting at. I could be wrong. I got up to think, and to figure out how to talk to her. Meaning the mother? Perhaps. I like this sketchy aesthetic of this, for sure. A plan. Yeah, but it's so much easier to erase with just the F key. That way I don't have to worry about ruining the flabby wrists as I erase throughout the thing. That must be the mother then. December 18th, 2:12 a.m. Things fall apart. Ugh. My wee pet, what are you doing awake at this hour? Hey, Mum. Just wanted to make a cup of tea. Oh, the pot's on. Lovely. What do you have there? Nothing. I thought you might be drawing. Used to do such lovely drawings when you were small. What? They can't do good drawings now? Is that it? Oh, little artist. Maybe I should go to art school instead. So much potential. You could have done anything to put your mind to. Oh, what if they didn't want to put their mind into that? I don't know. Did you know Luke got a very good job in Castlebar working for the bank? Well done, Luke. He said they're always looking for people. Said it's very technical. Lots of numbers. Ah, Ma'am. Not this again. Don't tell anyone. But this man said he's making near 35 grand a year. That's not nothing, dear. I'm going back to college in January for a PhD. And what does that get you? What will you do then? Yeah, that's true. Sometimes getting the PhD might not be enough. Will you make any money with that? You can't keep scraping my pet, and you know we can't help out much. I'm going to do what I really want to do. Stars and things. Yes, the building blocks of everything. Well, okay. How are you going to look after yourself? Not to mention, of course, a family of your own. Ah, that sort of thing. Pet, I just don't understand this whole alternative thing. There was a great show about teenage faces on Lifeline the other day. Lifeline, huh? Lifeline is an Irish call-in radio show about current events and social issues. It focuses on political and social topics. But they are not a teenager ever, though. They're in college. They're a young adult in this phase. It's not a phase. I'm 23. Look, you're gonna have to face facts. Settle down with a nice woman and get your life in order. Oh, see? This is where it's coming into play. The ma'am is not identifying Queso as a woman yet. And that can be difficult. I know the pressure to acknowledge your child, wanting to be another gender might be hard at first, but I don't know. It just seems like the ma'am is not getting it yet. Once you have children of your own, they'll understand. I don't want the same life as you and Da. You would even entertain this for a second. We always wanted the best for you and Virgil. Then let me live the life I want to. How can this be the life you want? With that hair and those clothes? It's none of your business. Oh God, you're really lost. Dublin, that university, has changed you. You let it. You're not the person. Oh. And here comes the absolutely morose faces just etching themselves in the background, just slowly easing in. Oh, this is the dialogue that really causes a lot of hardships. And what gives you the right to say who I really am? Don't you dare think that tone with me. I'm your mother. Well, you should act like it then. What does that mean? Aren't the mothers supposed to love their children? Well, you have no right to say that. I've struggled every day to raise you, and if not for me, you'd be out perishing in the cold. Ungrateful Wayne! Jesus Christ, it can't take another minute of you! Come back here this instant, and don't take the Lord's name in vain! And thus, the struggle. This is why they don't feel comfortable in their home. Why the bed feels like a coffin. Because the hardships, them coming in conflict with what they have identified themselves as. It's still a struggle for them to comprehend, and it doesn't look like they want to relish or give that any thought or empathy. Sold up at Cuddly's store, soaked to the bone. In my head, I could hear Ma'am saying I looked like a drowned rat. Cuddly opened the door. He looked at me once and took me inside. Oh, so they basically decided to leave the home. I see. Yeah, apparently it does seem to be the case. Now, please bear in mind, this was during the 90s, apparently when this story takes place, so I'm not sure what the current landscape is for LGBTQT plus communities within that country, but apparently in the 90s it hasn't really shown any favor. Well, they certainly don't feel like they are wanted. At least Coolum was able to provide them a home at least. That was comforting. Good friend. Of course, they probably are persecuted themselves for being in a same-sex relationship. Then again, I could be wrong with that too. I have to say, the sketching nature of the rain just falling down, like charcoal and chalk, from the looks of it, it really kind of rings true with the savagery of the situation, at least I think so. Oh yes, and now it's really coming down here. Definitely so. Oh, it's increasing. Yep. That looks like a torrential downpour for sure. And now it's changed its color. Oh, there's the moon, I think. I wonder... Okay. Maybe this person, the astronaut right here, is Cassio. Maybe that's it. That could be a possibility. Maybe they do connect together in this regard. Hello? Anyone? Come on, answer me! Damn it! The anomaly. This black hole is going to devour me. Devour all of us! One last message before communication cuts out. I'm going in. We can't save Earth. At least I will find answers. Dr. Cassiopeia. I feel like I'm butchering that. Cassiopeia. Over and out. Doctor, I can't hear. We can't. Hello? Event. Give up hope. Yep. Alright, time to erase. Oh, this must be like the drum kit. Who was the drummer now? I think it was Jack, and Golem is the bassist, and the Shans, I think, is the singer, who they're still going to introduce. Oh, that must be the bass. Yep, 4 strings normally. Yep, 4 strings. Oh, hi? Oh, that must be Shans? I didn't mean to wake you up. Sorry. Nice to meet you. Bye. Oh. I don't know, Cass, you seem to be soundly asleep by now. Oh. I do like the cute sketches here. They are adorable. They do kind of bring some levity to the harsh background aesthetic too, with the chalk and the charcoal. This is definitely a very unique approach to the visual novel that I can definitely appreciate. It kind of goes way beyond what the usual aesthetic of a visual novel is. And it kind of still makes me wonder about the whole erasing aesthetic. Like, does they not just want to remember what all transpired in this case? Like, remove even the good elements, perhaps? Oh, really? That's why the name changed. Okay. So Cassio is a name after a constellation. I didn't know that. I mean, it goes with her interest within the stars. That's why they are studying for that. Wait, am I keep changing the pronouns like she or they? I guess they don't really dictate what the pronouns are yet. So maybe I should stick with they until I know for sure. It took me a long while to realize where I was. My head was throbbing. Oh, is this the band set? I looked around. It was a big house. Golem's new place. The squat. My breath relaxed. So that's what they called a squat? So not just a regular exercise squat. Huh. I'm surprised they don't have a note about it over here. 10:45, December 8th. Coming and going. Jack jump! Jack jumped through the sitting room door. Wakey, wakey! Even his grin was loud and happy. Food's coming, lots of rashes. Rashes is a common word for Irish bacon. It's leaner and meatier than American bacon because it comes from the loin of the pig. Yeah, I heard that Scottish has some. What was it? What that I learned from my second VTuber anniversary from Elle, who is from Scotland. I think it was the bacon medallion. It's also supposed to be a leaner piece of bacon as well. So rashers and the bacon medallion. Wallace was the next apparition at the door. I like the hoodie treatment and glasses. His voice was much softer, encouraging me to get up while the food was hot. Yeah, probably you were too loud and rambunctious. It would make you a little bit tense. My eyelids still wanted to close. I didn't think how to say thanks, but I rolled onto the cold wooden floor and pulled myself up slowly. Ooh. crappy place to live? So Cassio basically said this was a crappy place to live? Oh no, Cassio, why? The kitchen smells so good. Well, at least the kitchen smells nice then in that case. Up there's the spatula. At least I think that it's a spatula. They might call it something else. Oh! Okay, I see. Welcome to our fabulous salon, Cassio. Sit thyself and prepare for a breakfast extravaganza. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. It was the guy with the guitar, Shans. I didn't know if I had been dreaming. I complimented his playing without thinking. Oh. Ah, pink hair, bit of a tan it looks like, 2 piercings. Oh, it's nothing really. I said something stupid. Oh, Cashew has that grin. That's such a cute face. That's like a perfect emo material for someone, perhaps. Right there. I couldn't tell if he was shy or cocky. Shans kind of has a bit of a feminine flair, so maybe Shans is female to male, perhaps? Or just non-binary? That could be possible. I could be wrong with that whole observation. And then this. I think I outdid myself, as always. I was salivating at the sight of the fry-up. The fry-up, huh? Ah, I learned about Scottish breakfast the other time, so now there's an Irish breakfast. An Irish breakfast, including sausages, rashers, black and white pudding. Kind of like the same as Scottish. They have the black and white pudding too. And what were the rashers again? The bacon, the lean bacon. Sometimes eggs, sometimes mushrooms, sometimes tomatoes. Completely different, also not very different to an English or Scottish breakfast. Yeah, because it basically seems almost the same, because a Scottish breakfast, from what I remember, also includes black and white pudding, the sausages, like square sausages, if I remember that correctly, the lean bacon, the toast, if I'm not mistaken, and the mushrooms, so still not a big fan of mushrooms at all. And there was a bit of fried tomatoes in there too. So that's called the fry-up. Well, delectable then. Good thing I'm very stuffed to the brim and don't need to eat anything else today. Let's see. Let's take a look at you then. Coffee. Well, Golem looks absolutely tired. I got an achievement that says coffee. Alright, let's make sure I'm not missing anything else. Alright, let's go to maybe this one. Jack T. Sands while I just ate. I gulped down many salty, crispy rashers. I probably would too in this case. Oh, look at the cute face! Oh, this one looks like they are in pure euphoria. Delightful. Alright, let's scroll up. I think this is the next one. All seem so comfortable in their own skin, so open with each other. Still sitting at the table when the Angelus played over the radio. He was snoozing. Oh my god, I must have needed a big sleep. Man would have had a fit if I was still in bed at home. Let's see. Angelus. The Angelus is the traditional Catholic prayer time when church bells are run for a minute at 6 a.m., midday, and 6 p.m. In Ireland, the bells are played on national radio and television stations. Have a fit, get angry. I would have been surprised if having a fit would be something completely different from being infuriated in some sense. So yeah, that makes sense. So, I wonder if they still do that when they play the church bells at those particular points in time within Ireland. Just imagine that every day. I wondered if I could go back. No. Or was there anything I could stay in Dublin? I don't know. Colin interrupted my thoughts. He calmed me down. You're not going nowhere, kiddo. Erase all of it. He told me I had a home with him when I needed it. He's been through this himself before. So there probably is still some conflict with him being in a same-sex relationship then? Or might be more than that. Yeah, probably still religious back then. A home. Even at that home is linking and damp. It turned out the only suitable room for me left was the practice room. I felt guilty, but cared for. Well, that's good. That definitely feels good, especially if you're going through some tumultuous times. Having people that stay by your side and accepting you is a big task. And a big blessing. Just like home. Ah. Well, I kind of like the greenery that kind of surrounds it, but yeah, it kind of looks like it's not in the best shape. Yep, I can see that's where the roof leaking could be, and then right over here it's kind of rotting a little bit. Oh, that's cool. They got it where it's lit up on the inside there. Alright. Oh, it's getting much darker and looks like it's still raining. It must rain a lot in Ireland. One of the rooms is quite bright. Here we go. Watching the toy show with Colin was like being kids again. Big kids looking out for each other and eating too many sweets. Hallelujah! I wonder what are popular sweets in Ireland. Not quite sure. Toy show. The Late Late Toy Show is an episode of the late night chat show, The Late Late Show, that airs just before Christmas. Different children come on the show to play with and talk about popular toys and to perform. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's basically like a show and tell in this case. Aww, it's that Jack. Kiss me, honey bun. He's attacking me. Oi. Get a room. We're going. Come on, Mukra. Oh, what's this? Irish for my love. One dialect will pronounce it as Magra. Magra. Mali. Magra. Okay. Got it then. Huh. Shla, losers. A quick way of saying goodbye in Irish, a shortened version of Shla Abele, or Safe Journey Home. One dialect would pronounce it as Shla, Shalon. So like, lawn with an S at the end, Shalon. Okay, I feel like I pronounced that decently. If I get anything wrong, please note, my pronunciation is ass, like a big stinky donkey. You're more than welcome to correct me if I get something off, especially if you happen to be Irish in the chat and are completely offended by my pronunciations. I don't blame you. So it's just, yep. You ever feel this way when you're alone with someone? Or you're trying to strike up a conversation with even someone who you're familiar with? This awkward silence? Doesn't this image just brings out the worst anxiety? It does for me! And yet I'm not erasing it yet. I can acknowledge this is what can pop in my head every once in a while, like trying to DM someone who has a lot more followers and whatnot, more popularity than I could ever hope to gain as one in the community that I'm in. This happens, even though at the end I do manage to send the text and see what happens. Even if I do get ghosted, it's like, at least I made the effort. And this doesn't get to me as success. I conquered this demon, at least majority of the time. So, how did you three meet anyway? We all met at the Trip to Tip this year from Castlebar. Trip to Tip, a nickname for the music festival Filet, which took place in County Tipperary between 1990 and 1997. It was some crech. I had my guitar on the bus. Literally, the Irish word for fun can be used to mean fun in he barely know English, but can also be used in questions like, what's the crack? To mean, what's up or how are you? In the middle of exam, Jack told me we were starting the band. I can believe it. I hope Jack knows I have the musical ability of a broken wheel. I'm glad to have you in the house anyway. How do you even end up here? I knew this place as a scary ghost house when I was a kid. Colum suggested it. We were talking about putting together an EP and when he needed somewhere to practice. Oh, that's so cool. We got an actual gig coming up soon. That would be deadly. I wish we were a bit more focused on the music though. Sometimes I think Colum and Jack are just like having a place they can be together. Oh, I was a little surprised at breakfast that you were so comfortable around them. It doesn't bother me. Colum and Jack are good people. They're outsiders, and I'm an outsider too. And it's legal now anyway. Oh! So apparently they legalized same-sex couples or relationships within Ireland back in the 90s, or even earlier than that. So I guess when Colum said that, I knew exactly what you're going through. It must have been the earlier phases of persecution and whatnot. So it doesn't really deter them now. Well, it's good that they are looking out for them in the meantime. About time. But it is kind of intense living on top of each other sometimes. So I'm really happy you're here. I can talk to someone when they're busy snogging. Hooray! Does snogging mean to have sex? I don't know if that's true. Is snogging meaning to have intercourse or have sexual playtimes with the other in Irish? I could be completely wrong with that, honestly. You know, I think I did the leaving with your sister, Asha. Leaving now. The leaving certificate is a university entrance exam in Ireland. It always happens over the first 2 or 3 weeks of June and is commonly seen as a harbinger of good summer weather. It is! Ha! At least I got one prediction right. Huzzah for that. Hey, everyone, who wants up for a good snogging? No, please, don't say no. Don't say yes. Don't say yes. I will absorb you. You will become one with me, literally. You don't want your life to be expelled by my blobby flesh. You don't want that. I see, this is why I'm not in a relationship. All of my lovers or just grand fellows just end up being absorbed by me. It's like, no! This is not to be. Your family owns Niall's Chipper, right? Oh, what's Chipper? Chippers are Ireland's fast food. The most important item are chips. Oh, so the steak cut fries supplement my things like battered sausages, fish, burgers, and onion rings. Even small towns would have one or two. Okay, so that's what they call them, chippers. My dad runs it, yeah. We all get roped in to help. I remember when Asha moved into my class. I've never heard of Lancaster accent in real life. Well, she's back there now with my mum's sister. She's studying medicine and everything. And just like Mum. Ooh, look at this exotic picture right there. Oh, there it is again. Ooh, that like bare chest. Oh, I think that's a jacket, but it looks a bare butt. It's a bare butt. Look at that butt. It's a nice butt. I do have to admit, a fairly round butt. Kula, she was nice to me. I haven't talked to people from my class in ages. I left kill so quickly after school. Everybody leaves kill. I wonder why. If they just pronounce the name of the town like they're gonna murder you, that probably is the reason. I didn't think it would be so different when school ended. School. The Irish school system is a bit different to the US or UK. There are 2 levels of school, primary and secondary. Primary is from 5 to 12, and secondary from 13 to 18. Most schools are still connected to Catholic institutions, especially in areas like, kill! I gotta get the lukewarm water in there. Tell me about Dublin. There must be all kinds of things happening. Gigs, party gigs? Probably. I don't do much in Dublin, or talk to anyone. But there's libraries. Mostly I read about physics and work and do computer stuff. My parents would love you. Well, I might be looking for new ones. Joseph! Greetings and salutations, by the way. I hope you enjoyed that. And welcome in. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Would they like another child? Aww. Looks like they're getting along quite well. There might be some blooming romance between them, perhaps. Hi, Cassio. Unchi mehas. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. The Irish for good night. One dialect will pronounce it as Iwa. Ihawa. Ihawa. Okay. So I definitely mispronounced that. So, Ihawa. Got it then. How have you been in the meantime, Joseph? Hopefully you've been doing well. Yes. It definitely is, and that's why I'm butchering them. I'm butchering every sort of pronunciation in the meantime. To hell and high water. And thus, night goes. Now to the starry sky. Are we gonna go back to the... Are we gonna... Yep, everyone's used to my mispronunciations. That is true. That is true. Wait, did that even erase anything? Oh, we're getting closer to the sun. I forgot that it was a part of that. Oof. What's going on here with the diary? I see. Well, do whatever makes you comfortable. In the meantime, if you want to study it more, wish you the best of luck with it. December 9th. Jack, you're coming in too soon. He hopped on until Colin kissed his cheek. By tea time, they were playing in the dark. The house's mishmash of wires couldn't handle their equipment and the lights. Let's see if we erase some of this. Ow! I'm glad you were able to get that out of your system. Twice. That was grand. Oh, ho, ho. Okay. Band practice. Band practice. All day. I sat in the corner and listened. It's a compliment, is it? Do. I am racing myself. Jack shook his head sadly. Not everything is perfect. The house is freezing, the immersion doesn't work, and I learned a lot about different types of mode, but who cares? Jack, Colum, and Shance are all so nice. I'll figure my life out tomorrow, or the day after, and wash my one set of clothes. I told him they sound like Bon Jovi, but it didn't go down well. Well, They do say that John Bon Jovi does not sound the same as he did in the past. Like, his voice definitely sounds more worn out and not in tune like it used to be. I remember hearing some of his performances like around these years, and oh my word, it really got butchered by perhaps COVID, because I think he was diagnosed with it. I don't know if that did something to his voice, but yeah, he definitely does not sound the same as he did in the prime years of the band's career. Ooh, excuse me. Don't know if anyone heard that. If you did, I'm sorry. It is the spaghetti and meatballs spewing out. 10th. Spotted Mrs. McGinty in the field halfway up the hill to the lawn, her sheep running ahead of her. She whistled sharp. Okay, let's see. A rare blue sky. I wanted to get out into the fresh air, and Sans joined me for company. Is that a sprinkler system over there? Almost looks like it. I don't think she recognized me, but gave us a small, swift nod before she turned back up the hill. Now let's go ahead and erase the dialogue we have right here. We talked about Manchester and Dublin. He was very impressed with my astrophysics. There was an eviction notice from the guards when I got home. Don't worry, we get one every week. Well, that's not comforting then. Angona Siokjana, the guards. The name for the Irish police force. Oh. Well, that's still not comforting then. Oof. I chopped beet briquettes into thin slivers before the rain came. We had to ration our fuel, but I just wanted the blaze going all day. Woke up and columns lighting on fire, could feel the warmth return to my bones. Let's see. A common form of fuel in Ireland, made by compressing the peat from the bogs that cover a large part of the Irish Midlands. Ah! Got it. I see now. That's always the type of fuel. Alright. See the rest of this then. Let's see, erase this. Shans put on the tape as we hung up some Christmas lights. The four of us lay around the living room listening to The Cure. There's a strange sensation in my body somewhere. Has a weight dropped from my shoulders, or have I lost something important? I don't know. It's The Cure. Robert Smith does that to everyone. It's the good vibrations. Even though that's not the Beach Boys, that's The Cure. But much better. Oh, I might have... It can't erase! Alright, let's look at this here. Sunday 12th. Shans went home today and I missed him. Colin brought the rest of us to his Aunt Maggie's. Colin stayed with her back when his parents kicked him out. She has a nice cottage overlooking Duggart Beach, half swallowed by fuchsia beeches and giant rhubarb. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I already read that part of kill. Giant rhubarb. This is a common name of the invasive plant that grows all over kill. It's not actually rhubarb at all, but it looks similar and it does get really big. Ooh, big. She looks like a sweet lady. No, don't erase her! Well, part of her eye remains. She called us all wee labs, made us tea after cup of tea, and insisted we stay for dinner. Chops and peas and coffee cake. The cake was unbearably dry, but I ate a big slice anyway. We left before it got too dark, and she gave us a big shopping bag of food to take back. There were 4 selection boxes in there, too. Coffee cake. In Ireland, coffee cake is a cake-flavored sponge with coffee buttercream. Yep, I've had coffee cake in the past, though. Yeah, it's probably not the traditional Irish variation by a long shot. Selection boxes. These are a common Christmas present for children. It's a big box with around 6 chocolate bars in it. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting a selection box. I think I've gotten one with Tony's Chocolonely in the past. Alright. Keep on erasing then. Things to remember about Colum. Hates working in the court against news agents, cities, the summer. He'll take care of anyone and anything. That's how I met him, because he was feeding a stray cat near the school. My favorite thing about him, the way he awkwardly rubs the back of his head when he's nervous. Wait, is that a good thing? Is it? Is that really a good thing to like someone about? Loves bass, walking bass lines, Jack, Auntie Maggie, and kill! Age 24. Alright, he likes junk food, goes weak at the knees for a pack of crisps. Oh, so chips, especially if they're salt and vinegar. At least I'm remembering some terms here and there. Oh good, he didn't get erased. That's good. And let's erase all this. For all his kindness, he has a wicked sense of gallows humor. His laugh is surprisingly loud, given how quiet he is. Honestly, you can really hear some very bombastic laughter coming from the most unexpected places, even if they're considered timid in real life. And sometimes, they can sound like kettles. And I love kettle laughs. I like snorts. I like any type of laugh, even the that kind of laugh. Even if it's come from someone that you least expect it from. I just love laughter. What can I say? Number 4. Colum doesn't do half measures. It's like the way he feels about Jack. He's always all or nothing. Number 5. Colum's good to tell secrets to, but he's not great for giving advice. He's not that good at making decisions himself. So it looks like Colum needs someone to provide assistance when it comes to bigger decisions coming in the long run, like Jack maybe. Why does the music sound like the foghorn in Silent Hill, except more disturbing in a sense? Is it just me? Is this secretly a horror game? December 13th. Starting to forget my routine before I moved into the big house. I wake up at 12 and I'm out of bed at 1ish whenever the band starts. I wonder who lived here before. Some landlord, dead generations ago. At 3, there was a knock and then a bang on the door. I saw him coming through the curtain, so I disappeared. Virgil on this little post bike with a letter from Mom. I haven't left my room since. Jack was the one who opened the door. The one who handed me the envelope. Ah, landlord. The nobility who owned the big houses would also have owned a lot of the land around them, which was rented out to Irish peasants. For example, Captain Boycott once lived on Kill Island before famously being boycotted on land he owned elsewhere in Mayo. I wonder if Girl DM would like the place of Mayo. She does love Mayo. A bit too much. I talked a lot with Shans. He had a solution for everything. I had no things, so we're going to go get my things. Sounds good. Tonight, the 2 of us will rob my house. Oh, that sounds mischievous. Is this the crime section in which it was entailed in the description of this game? Is this where the crimes will be committed? Oh! Looks like we got some, document... What do we got here? Mayo. Mayo is one of the 32 Irish counties. It's in the province of Connacht, the west coast above Galway and below Sligo. The name is from the Irish Mahan egg pronunciation. Mayo, much like the condiment. Yep, I was right. At least I got that pronunciation correctly. Krohan. 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 Okay. Krohan is a mountain on the west coast of Kill Island that descends into the sea. The fictional big house situated on the slope is named after it. Okie dokie. Sister Bernadetta, Sisters of Mercy, Castle Street, Westport, Mayo. To the occupants, your tendency of the dwelling at Krohan House, near West Durgan, Kill County, Mayo, is illegal. An application for a court order of forcible removal has been submitted. If you do not leave before 12/14/1993, Angarda Shioshanda, that's the police, I believe, will be called in. You have the whole of the 24 hours of the termination date to vacate and give us possession of the above dwelling. So is this the big home that they normally get their eviction notices? Or is this something else? And give up possession of the above dwelling. Any issue as to the valid... Why isn't that I cannot pronounce this word? Validity of this notice or the right of the landlord to serve it must be referred to the Residential Tendencies Board. This notice is served on December 4th, 1993, signed Sister Bernadetta. Well, okay then. My dear son, I don't know how to explain that I'm not who she thinks or wants. I don't know where to start. Will she ever call me Cassio? Because they consider themselves a female, so it's a male to female. So I wonder if they like the pronouns they or she then. I've been waiting for you to come home all week. What's happened all of a sudden? Wait, I have to do it in the Irish mom's accent. Ooh, okay. My dear son, I've been waiting for you to come home all week. What's happened all of a sudden? I feel like I'm butchering the Irish language. Like a different person. Whatever it is, I know things will be right as rain soon. I want you to know I forgive you for the things you said. You were angry. When you all say things we don't mean when we're angry. Maybe you're afraid to come home because of that. Or maybe you're afraid you ruined things between us. But it isn't true. I'm still your ma. I'll always be here. Let's keep erasing things then, huh? What's this going here? I haven't touched any of your things. I did notice some things you might want to talk about. When you get back, we'll go through it all together. Decide what to keep and what to throw away. Oh. She's trying, but she has all these ideas of how I should be. So an expectation. She didn't even consider she might need to apologize to. Yep. Missing you, your mom. Yep. So that can be frustrating by reading that note. Heist plan. Walk quietly to Durgan via the Bog Road. 2. Open my bedroom windows using the Chenky hinge. 3. Pack up my stuff. Don't wake Nurgo. Don't wake Mom. 4. Figure out life with clean clothes. Dua. Oh, it's Dua. Got it. It's a smaller village on the southwest end of the island. Cassio's family lives here. A bog road is an example of what's often called a green road or bareen in Ireland. An old unpaved track with grass growing in the middle. Got it. Oh, is it time to talk about the black hole? Are we going back to the astronaut? Looks like it. Maybe? Or are they staring up into the skies? Oh! The clouds broke as we crossed onto the bog road. When I heard the stream, I knew we were close. Ah. Look at them. Cute! Keep erasing, keep erasing. December 13th, 10:20 p.m., the Bog Road Heist. Before I met these guys, I couldn't have imagined this excitement in a million years. Well, that's good then. You're given some sort of fulfillment in these troubling times. That's reassuring. Sean's asked me if I missed this place. It sounded so final. I just said no quickly. I don't feel like talking about it. We climbed up the stairs my dad spent 2 summers on. Let's see. Anything down here? No. Oh, hold on. There we go. I remember, let's see, is that, nope. I remember sick days at home watching Bosco on the TV under blankets. I feel like I know Bosco. Ooh, excuse me. Bosco was a very famous TV show for children that ran during the 70s and 80s. The host was a non-gender puppet in a box who is still very fondly remembered in Irish pop culture. Non-gendered. I bet that puppet might have been a good influence for those that might be second-guessing who they are, of course. Or just have some affiliation here and there. Ugh! Had a terrible thing in my mouth. Hold on, wait a sec. Hopefully that rinsed out the horrid taste. There we go. Now let's scroll down. I remember fights about whether Mom should make apple sponge or apple crumble for dessert. Apparently there must be a key difference in the two. Let's see, anything down here? Nope. I thought about our old dog, Molly. Molly! Ah! And the way she snuck in under my arms looking for rubs. Oh, Molly! Ah! You can pet the dog! And how light she felt in my lap when she died. No, don't erase Molly! Ah, Molly, no. Is there anything else? Hold it. Had a little bit too much fun here, it looks like. Okay. Everything's a little bit awkward at the moment. I don't know what happened, but I'll make things work, I guess. Okay, there we go. Oh, this game. Heartbreak. Alright, let me see if I can move some things around here. There we go. Alright, what's the next passage here? Oh, looks like this. They're sneaking in. The heist begins. Hey, don't get mud on my jacket. I'm in. Race. This room never really felt like mine. Let's see. How can such a small, empty room have so much stuff in it? I should have brought a bigger bag. Whatever I can fit will be all I have after 2 decades. All my old clothes were things other people thought I should like. I don't care enough to have an opinion. So it was decided for them. So probably things not worth keeping then. My chest hurt as I looked at my bed. Part of me wanted to crawl into it, bury myself in the cool sheets and the familiar scent. But I suppose the oppressing atmosphere doesn't really help us as being an escape, does it? Ah! There we go. Or maybe this room is so blank because I haven't figured out who I was. All I wanted was to sit in the back of the class and read books. Maybe this room lacks identity because it always had to be ready for guests. Granny at Christmas, aunts coming home, cousins from St. Paul, Minnesota? Or it could have been a different St. Paul. I have no bloody idea. St. Paul, the capital of Minnesota. At least I know that. That's probably the only thing I know oftentimes. Footsteps in the hall. Uh-oh, is that Virgo? You... Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I thought you were a burglar. I can see you now. Did you ever think of ma'am? You complete gobsheen. Gobsheen. An Irish insult. Another one of many ways of calling someone stupid. Hi, Virgo. Yeah, a lot of people think it might be Minneapolis because that's the bigger city, but nope. St. Paul! What if she had heard you? She's probably awake now worrying about the robbers. Who's gonna rob us on? Kill! That doesn't stop her threatening, you know. Oh, jeez, this looks oppressive. This looks oppressive. I'm already getting bad vibes from this. Cassio, are you okay? Who's that? None of your business. I know you're living in the big house. What of it? Lots of rumors about what goes on there. They're all like you, right? No one is like me. You are the biggest freak around, that's for sure. Oh! Really? Is that something that you really want to say in front of your relative? Your sibling? I'm leaving. Hold on right now, we're not done. Shams, take my bag. You're going to regret this. Sooner or later, your choices are going to catch up with you. And you as well, then, for being so hostile towards your sibling. I'm jumping. Catch me. Keep your bloody voice down. Oh, you should do the same then, buddy. Go back to your James Bond movies. Jeez. Bloody hell. Stop! You're already so close to the event horizon. Please! Can you hear me, Doctor? Yes, I'm here. Who are you? Call me Control. Don't you have a first name? Something less formal. Control will do. Okay, Mr. Control. It's good to hear your voice. I thought I'd never talk to anyone again. How do you find those signs? Are you okay? I'm fine. Did you get my data? I'm looking at your readings now. The anomaly is definitely unnatural. And with its trajectory, it will intersect with Earth in only 24 days. If we get more data from the event horizon, we can do something, right? Maybe. We might be able to find the event that caused the abnormality in the first place. We don't have time to send a probe. I'll do it. What? It'll kill you! Don't be so pessimistic, Control. Like you said, there's still hope. This is reckless! Doctor! Doctor, respond! Please. Call me Cassiopeia. Oh, Cassio and Cassiopeia. So my assumption of this person, the astronaut being maybe the future self of Cassio, might be true. Perhaps. Keel. This is one of Keel's largest villages, and has Keel's largest beach. San's family lives here and runs a chip shop. Mind. To mind X means to be careful of X or take care of X, depending on context. It can also mean listen to X, e.g. mind your parents. Let's see. Anything around here? Oh, it kind of erases it. Our run collapsed into an out-of-breath walk. I realized all I wanted in the world was a bag of steaming hot chips and vinegar. I asked Shans about his dad's shipment in gear. He was fidgeting with the zip of his jacket. He asked me if that's what I really wanted. His family would be there. I was too hungry to mind. If you want to escape family, you go to Dublin. You don't get stars like this in the big smoke. Oh, it's like the black hole is already enveloping this entire thing. Oh, look at that. There's a constellation right there. Ah, Cassiopeia. I see. Is Ferrago why you can't go home? He's grand, I'm used to it. Mostly. We haven't really gone on since I went to college. Well, he seems like a complete tool. Ha! It's my mom. I just can't talk to her and I can't handle how she looks at me now. We keep having the same arguments and talk about everything except the obvious. The only reasonable option left is to leave the country forever. Then she'll be stuck with Fergal. Oh God, that's a terrible fate. Fishes of the Atlantic. You don't sound angry with her though? I am and I amn't. She's done a lot for me. I love her. She raised us by herself. Dad would be away in Scotland for most of the year working. I'm sure she loves you too. Maybe. We never really use that word much around the house. I guess it's not an Irish thing. My parents are so open with affection, it's gross. There's no shame though. That's sweet. Mom's been through a lot with for my dad. He's from kill, right? Yeah. He left for work and ended up in Manchester as a porter in the hospital. If I lived in Manchester, I would stay there. If only. Mom even had to sign a letter to the priest that all the kids were being raised Catholic. She's so adamant that me, Tara, and Neil join Dad for Mass every Sunday morning. So the neighbors don't forget we're just like the rest of you. Let's see. Oh. Who's that? Okay, that must be the mem. Is there anything else around here? Ah, there we go. Well, hello. Speak of the devil. Go on, give us a bit of peace, Tara. I just want to meet your new friend. Oh, look how sassy she looks. Nobody in this family can mind their own business. Oh, you mean you don't want me to tell Mum and Dad you're here? I see yes on Sunday, isn't that good enough? Yes. In Ireland, yes and yous are common pluralizations of you, similar to y'all in southern dialects of American English. Yep, that makes sense. I'm Queso. Cassio. I should be probably Cassio. Oh, just checking see if there was any dropped frame rates there. Okay. I'm living with the band right now. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they're still going. Neil bet me a fiver the band would break up before Christmas. Oh, really talented. Talented and annoying. Sounds like my big brother. Lovely to meet you, Cassio. Cool name. At least there's some good support. I like how her face is in the background. That's me wee sister. She's the Tara. I like her. She said my name was cool. It is. It's nice to hear people use it. And respectful, it seems. Really? I hate my name. Shans? No, that's a football nickname. Dion says Agam. I don't have a chance. The pronunciation of Shans is the same as Shans. Like chance, but with the S at the start. Ah. Shans. Okay. My name is Ishan. It's Indian. Oh! Will I stick to Shans then? I mean, I don't know if that feels like me either. It feels like a character. Isn't that what a nickname is? You can change it. Your name is whatever you say it is. I was named it after my grandfather. I can't imagine what my parents would say. The thought was I'd get into it if I even suggested it. I picked Cassio for a gaming college and then it just grew on me. Yeah, of course. Wait, what? You picked it? Obviously? I thought you knew. I mean, yeah, I didn't think about it. That's cool. Alright, let's see what other things we can. Oh, some hand gestures here. Fidgeting of the hands, it looks like. Oh, they're gonna reach for hands. This is nice. Thanks for talking to me. The lads from town would think I'm a weirdo talking about names. We're all weirdos. That's true. I used to wish I was normal more than anything. I thought I could fix myself, and then I realized it didn't need to be fixed. Oh, I'm sorry. Tux your hands. Hey, punk. Mom says to come upstairs and stay the night. All right, time to go, Cassio. They just wanted to leave. Dad will drive you back to Dua in the morning. We're leaving now, Tara. See you soon. Mom says you'll die of the cold out there. I love you too. Bye. So the relationship is starting to blossom a little bit. A little bit. 14th. The story of the heist spilled out over breakfast the next morning. Jack called us criminal masterminds. After a cold, dripping shower, I got changed into clean clothes. Everyone was mighty impressed that I had a different t-shirt. Oh. In the evening, we watched Into the West. I made hot chocolate for everyone and melted down 2 selection boxes. It was a treat! Oh! Yeah, you could make hot chocolate like that. Can we go back up? I feel like I missed some dialogue down below, but it looks like that's not the case. I went with the gang to the post office to get the duel. Artist salary. Starving artist, maybe. The queue was shocking, but everyone... Oh, I guess they would pay to erase that. But everyone was friendly. People of all ages, but mostly older. I won't let that happen to me. I won't get stuck on, kill! Spending my evenings and my dole in the pubs. Dole must be money then. Unemployment benefits in Ireland. Got it. I kept a distance just in case Farrago or Mam were working. Let's see, Colum got another word warning from the guards about the house. Shan suggested that we could live in the Seal caves up on Dugard Hill, famous 5 style. There was also a letter for me, but I didn't open it. They brought some cans in the shop to take home. I didn't drink. Oh, cans mean alcoholic beverages then? Famous 5 style. Colin was talking about the Enid Blyton series, The Famous 5, which often involved the main characters camping or living in different places, especially caves. Cans of beer, typically associated with young people. Get it. I got it. I got it. 16th. We went to bingo. Me and Jack went to pick up posters for the gig next week. Fox's Den, number 10, Cup of Tea, number 3, Lovely Lakes, 11. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I like how intense the eraser was then. Do. We got a few looks when we arrived. We won a shampoo gift set, thank God. No one paid us much mind after that. Most of them were older women I only ever spotted at mass, but we spotted Auntie Maggie and joined her. We really need some in the house. Everyone looks a bit greasy. Gotta get some clean. Get some good old hygiene. Things to remember about Jack. Age 25. He comes from a big family. There's 7 or 8 children. Jack is somewhere in the middle, but I keep losing track. He hates sitting around doing nothing, rain, and reading. 2. He's vain about his appearance. He keeps telling to teach me how to use moisturizer. Yeah, I probably need to do more cleaning of the face, especially. My human face at this moment has a lot of dry patches, and it seems to be that way every summer, especially in the warmer temperatures. I've been trying to put on a facial spray like every night, but sometimes that doesn't even do the trick. Ugh. Kinda does look a little bit unappealing at times. Especially when you got a good old mark, when you think it's like a chipping of the skin when you're trying to shave, but it's just dry skin, ready to pounce, ready to just be a bloody mess at times. That's how intense the erasing seems to be. Alright, let's see here. He talks about leaving kill. Like it's a question of when, not if. Colum's always wanted to stay. Because Colum, I remember, loves being in kill. Loves sitting around drinking cans. Oh, I wonder if Jack is an alcoholic then. Cooking for others. Adventure! Maybe he would like Adventure Time then. My favorite things about him. Jack's a great person to watch TV with, joking about whatever's on. 4, he likes making things, but he's not great at cleaning up after himself. I will, yeah, he says, but never gets around to it. And he gets sulky if you push it. Oh. Well, alright then. And now we come to this section. December 17th, we woke up to a flooded kitchen floor. Oh, that sucks! Bust pipe, Colum said, rubbing the back of his neck. Oh, that's when he gets nervous. And apparently that's Cassio's favorite thing about him. Happens when it freezes, he said. Colum's head was sunk under the sink all morning. He did what his father taught him. Mach a brachal. I feel like I'm butchering that. Literally good boy, but using context, it means something more like, well done, you're the man. An Irish person might also say good man yourself or good on you. The pronunciation is Mahabuhil. Ma'an Buhil. Mahabuhil. Mahabuhil. I still think I butchered that. No, you're erasing the evidence. Dude. Let's see. Chance, and Jack helped with mopping and towels. I felt a bit useless, so I kept out of the way. Thought about writing a letter to Mom again. Chance pulled a paperback from somewhere and tossed it to me. Asimov. Once I read before, but I was happy to read again. Saturday. Opened my letter this morning. It was from Fergus himself. What a bollocks. Chance took me for a walk down the keel and then the kill sound. Hello, Rampage Sigma. Greetings and salutations to you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm just reading about life growing up as a transgender young adult in Ireland back in the 1990s. It is a different aesthetic, and I find it quite pleasing. A general rude word in Ireland. Oh, I thought there was going to be more context than that. I was like, I knew what bollocks was. I wonder if I get banned for saying bollocks. The wind was pushing us around, so we didn't talk much. It felt nice just being with someone in a comfortable silence. Not the awkward silence, so that's good. No awkward silence there. Ended up reaching the football pitch, and we sat on the nude stone fence. We both bonded over being terrible at GAA. Oh, the sports thing, the boy organization in Ireland. I remember that. I had to go on Saturday morning for years, though I couldn't do even the most basic drills. Yeah, I couldn't even do a single pull-up. Honestly, I still can't. It's a little bit embarrassing. Intense erasing commence. Oh, that's a lot of erasing needed to be done here. Okay, I think we got it. 19th. A part of the attic ceiling fell in during the storm last night. We saw it from the outside first, in the gray morning light. Could have been a lot worse. Colin used a tarp for Jack's drumming. Ah! Meat lovers is a good pizza. Very nice, very nice. But that won't last. This place is starting to feel a bit scary. Yeah, it seemed like it was rotting quite a bit there. Oh. Sean stayed with us and we had a makeshift Sunday dinner with a leg of beef Maggie gave us. Found myself missing my mud group. Told Sean about the computers and role-playing. Oh! Oh, so is that a D&D thing? Mud Group, multi-user dungeons. They were an early form of online text-based role-playing. Okay, I didn't know that. I knew people in colleges all over the world. No one else from though. Is there even a computer on the whole island? Are they disconnected from the online world? Blasphemy! Everything was sodded after weeks of... Oh, this place is starting to feel a bit scary. Tonight after practice, we all went down to Keem to make a massive bonfire on the bogs. It was a pre-gig ritual to ward away evil spirits. Everyone was sodded after weeks of rain, so it was definitely magic that the fire started. Okay, so things aren't looking so great now, it seems. Colin has some lighter flu, which probably helped. We sang songs in the drizzle. Our backs were soaked, but something. It looks like the fires, but the heat and the crack was cheering. I meant to burn my letters, but forgot. Or erase your letters. Oh great, this must be the letter from Virgo. Hello, you got a letter from the university? Very fancy. Suit and everything. Mom wouldn't open it. Says she couldn't. You know how she is. But I did. You didn't get that scholarship. Who are you trying to call? I see you living in those wasters, Dawson all day. They're dragging the families through the mud too. Whole island's talking about you. It's weird. You're making a holy show of yourself. You always wanted us to think you were awful smart, too good for real work. Sucked up to the teachers to convince the old pair to send you college. And for what? Jeez, really chasing it down aren't you? To trick or deceive someone. Most often used in response, are you calling me? Dulcing, to be idle and doing nothing. Well, this is a very supportive brother. Bloody hell. So much support coming in from the older brother, I guess. Very supportive indeed. That's what anyone who's trying to transition is wants in the older brother. Condemnation. Nice. No, it isn't nice. Come on. If you want to be weird, do it on your spare time. Right now you have to come back down to earth. How do I do? Is he lying? Oh, just erase the letter. Destroy the evidence. Oh god, did Virgo get a set list? Alright. Set list. High cost of living. 2. No name. 3. Queen of cool. Tender death. Drowning. Yeah, definitely. They are very fortunate to have such support. This is a very toxic sort of environment. No wonder they felt uncomfortable about being in that sort of space. Drowning in Neil Beach. 80s ramp walk. Play louder! Oh, is it time for the black hole sequence again? Castle Ball, 10 p.m. Tuesday, December 21st, 1993. The high cost of living. I could hear them playing. I wasn't too late. Oh, and the performance. The floor was shaking. Columns paced. The dark community hall was a mess of people bodies. Black tees with metal bands, denim jackets and badges. I pushed myself to see them up close. It almost sounds like they have a synthesizer with them. Or that type of, I'm trying to think what it was. The lads look incredible. Jacko's at the back going wild on the drums. Column's bass was perfect and smooth, keeping the others in time. Sean's guitar and voice had the crowd on tenterhooks, something to that degree. The Banshee finished, everyone loved them. A world away from practice in the big house. So many cheers. As the Column, Jack, and Chance left the stage, the room seemed to get even more packed. Darkness filled the hall. The music started again. Keep on the racing there. The lights came... Oh wait, hold on, it's not finishing racing! When the lights came back, I instantly fell in love with the first woman holding the guitar that I saw. I felt the rumble. I felt the distortion. I felt like a dork! She owned the stage in her massive boots. I jumped in fright when she roared and then I kept jumping. Oh, is there a crush coming on here? Oh, look at the booty shake! The Nosferatu, the heaviest band and male. I was getting crushed between people. I wonder if I was going to die. I didn't care. I just wanted to be there. It gives them satisfaction in life. So maybe they were just the opening act for this Nosferatu then. Get rid of all these people. We don't need them here. Oh God, Jack with the cans. He likes those cans. He danced like a superstar. He stared flaring at me and I joined in. Being friends with this selection made me feel like a superstar too. I danced for so long I thought my arms and legs were falling off. In the anonymity of the crowd, I was free. Keep on dancing, keep on dancing. Oh, it almost makes me feel kind of claustrophobic with all this crowd. Oh, this is getting intense. What is something about all these scribbles making it so intense? Okay, darkness. Whew. Okay, that's better. That's bloody better. Oh, bloody hell. The lights came up. My eyes adjusted to the horror of the lit hall. Everyone started to shuffle out slowly as they recognized their sweaty friends, exhausted and happy. I headed backstage to find the game. I was wrecked. Even the ground looked sweaty underneath the litter of lost beer cans. Ah. So they are together, the group. Oh! That's intense. They got veins and everything. That's why they're called Nosferatu. Vampire lesbians? Jack announced a house party. I thought gaffed. Nosferatu are coming. Oh, nice. You get to chat with them. Oh, look at that smile from Chance. They're gonna drive us all the way back to, kill! Oh, cool. Aww. They look a little bit heartbroken because they might have fallen in love with the guitarist. Possibly. Aww, that's sad. And here are good old girls. Oh. I guess they're still looking at us. Bum 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 bum. 80 and 80, we go and go. This must be the Gaft. Looks a bit gloomy. I bet there's a bunch of beer cans. Keep on the racing, as long as it doesn't get too intense. Up. Yep, the party rages on. Oh. Jesus, that's what it feels like to be overwhelmed? Yeah, it kind of comes close to how I feel being overwhelmed. Like, everything's just being so sensitized. Like, all chaotic. Everything is just a blurred mess. And there's Cassio. Readjusting. Going upstairs probably to retreat. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Oh, we gotta race some more. Yep. There you are. Couldn't find you anywhere. What are you doing in the attic? Oh. I wanted some space. My room is kind of full. There are some people I haven't seen since Sionki-Damhanak. Not very good at talking to people. Let's see. The name of Cassio Secondary School. Pronunciation, Skull do not. Down it. Skull down it. Skull down it. Okay. December 22nd. 1 a.m. Fighting space in the attic. How did they think? Will I kick them out? It's fine. I don't think they recognize me. Oh. I suppose with the transitioning. I just wanted to chill and look at the sky. Oh, that's a lot of stars out there today. Transition! If my mom caught me smoking, she'd kill me. Mine's a bloody doctor. She sees patients with lung cancer every other week in the hospital. Maybe this isn't as bad as cigarettes. Still smoke. Well, we're going to die sometime. Yeah. When I was 10, my grandmother in India died. I never met her. And then suddenly I never could. Mom told me she was cremated. It's strange, but I like the idea of her ashes going back into nature. I do too, honestly. I'd rather be cremated than in a coffin, where my body would be wrecked and slowly, basically, decomposing into the wild so the worms and the centipedes and all those horrid things could just be eating at my body. Life keeps going. Atoms develop new proteins into cells, into us. That stuff hit you hard, huh? Shut up! Ooh. Are they smoking a joint? It looks like they're smoking a joint unless that is a cigarette. The universe is 13 billion years old. And it gets more complex, more intricate, weirder. Every second is totally different from the last. Are you saying we have to make the most of the time we have? You're assuming time isn't even real. Yeah. You would rather sit in the ground than get burned into dust. Well, some might. Some might. I actually like the feeling of being spread about nature. Maybe As long as they don't spread me around the parking lot of a Burger King, I think I should be just fine. I'll probably put into a will, it's like, could you spread me out at, you know, that's the thing. I'm gonna have to contemplate where I would like to be spread out, like a particular site. That I don't know. I honestly don't. That's something I'll have to consider. Hey, can I ask you something personal? Totally. Are you, you know, like Colin Jack? Oh, the question becomes, it's getting personal here now. Maybe it's the drugs conking. Don't say McDonald's, please! No fast food joints. No fast food joints where I want my cremated ashes spread about. It's my spirit, my remains are not... Those residents, those places are not good enough for my ashes. No! No! Oh, hold on here. I don't know. Maybe? Does it even matter? And does that mean you like girls or boys? Both? Neither. I like sleeping. Ha! They like sleeping. So, maybe they're asexual then in that case. Yeah, I like being here with you. It's nice. Thank God for heaters. We were living in limbo and then you showed up. Ah, kill is limbo. It's weird to see classmates who never left. We could be ourselves in Dublin. Instead, Max and we live together. I'd like to live in a barge someday. We could live on the canals. You could teach me about space. And you teach me the guitar. Uh-oh. The doubts. I could reinvent myself like David Bowie. For real. And not pretend anymore. You're pretending? I just think the guy other people see in the real me are very different. And who's the real you? I don't even know. Not Shans, not Ishan. Someone. Look, I'm telling you, give yourself a new name. Hey, can I hang up posters in our barge? Yeah, of course. You can hang up whatever you want. Will we have plants? If you take care of them, I'm a plant killer. I think I got a good nickname. Oh? The Barge Bard. Barge Bard? A nice, tranquil moment. Hey, do you ever think about the ozone layer? Oh, yep. Global warming. Oh, day 1 since first contact. There's no response from Doctor. I've confirmed the trigger event for the anomaly. 14 days left until the event, when it will reach Earth. I got the data. Please receive. You're still there? Of course. I'm a professional. It only took a few minutes to align my orbit and escape again. It has been a week! Control, I detect wormholes nearby in all directions. Space-time is being ripped to shreds. I think I can use them. Very visually stunning. First jump was a success. You're back! My readings say I'm somewhere beyond Neptune. You traveled 50,000 kilometers in a few days. In a second. That's an unbelievable distortion of space-time. And this is just the beginning. As the black hole expands, the time dilation will only get worse. I've been analyzing the data you sent yesterday and keep it up. Gotta go. Why does that look like a creepy face coming in from the horizon? I can see Gaiamende. Hello, I have good news, Doctor. The source of the positron entanglement is Earth. Good thing I was already headed that way. I found something in the data you sent that might tell us more about the trigger. Seems to be an image of some kind. Image? Is it of use? I don't understand it yet, but I'll find out more. Right, gotta go again. Bye! By the way, my name! I wonder where's Chance. Why does that look like a Pokeball? It does look like a Pokeball! 12,000 kilometers from Mars. Cassiopeia, I made a breakthrough. I found more evidence of the original positron annihilation that caused the abnormality. That trigger event. It hasn't happened yet. Its effects are rippling back in time. Then we can stop it. Do you know what we have to do? Not yet. I'm still decoding this image. I'm more sure than ever that it's the key. I've narrowed the event's future location to Ireland. Well, I wonder what key moment in Ireland is going to send the triggering effect of the black hole. These are definitely coming together quite a bit. It's not far. I'll send you my location and contact. Call me as soon as you arrive. By then we'll have less than a day left. Then I'll see you soon, Control. About that, my name, Jumping. My name is McHugh, but you can call me Mac for short. See you soon, Cassiopeia. Got it. Don't be late, Mac. And put the kettle on. We gotta have some tea afterwards. I woke up comfy. Oh, let's see. So, light came in through the roof. There was something heavy on my legs. Oh. I was still wearing last night's clothes. Something. Oh God, is everyone still downstairs? December 22nd, 6 a.m., the back of Beyond. Was there someone's arm? Linked together? Oh, they were snuggling! Aww. Chance? Hey, you're on top of me! Hey. Wake up, sleepyhead! Get off me, you idiot! A common Irish insult, basically an idiot. Ah, no pronunciation? This is probably the closest I've been to anyone except my mom. Hey, are you still asleep? I was dreaming about us. I dreamt about aliens. Damn. So, I know we probably shouldn't leave until after Christmas, but I've been thinking. What? So we'll need to find a flat first, right? Chance, what are you talking about? Moving to Dublin together, obviously. We were kind of out of it last night. But we are going to go to Dublin, right? Are you serious? We're not going anywhere. You're like 18, 19? Oh! So he's underage compared to Cassio? 19, I'm mature. I can't take care of you, Chance. I can barely look after myself. I want to look after you! Slow down a second. Cassio, it's hard for me to say this, but I have to. Oh, look at the face of Cassio! Oh no, it's like, holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! He's going in! He's going in! Oh no! Oh no! I think I like you. Oh no! Oh yeah, this sort of background noise is definitely going with the environment. Oh, and you can see some scenes in the back where it didn't quite work out. What? Get off! Jesus! Don't you want to kiss me? I don't want to kiss anyone right now. I really like you, Cassio. I got that. I told you things I never told anyone else. I didn't ask you to. You made me realize things about myself. I see myself in you. I have no idea who you think I am. My life is falling apart right now. You don't want to be me. All the more reason to leave. move off this island and everything would be great. I don't even know if I have anything to Dublin to go back to. The PhD is gone. And your parents would be worried sick. Oh, there's some anxiety building up here. Oh, this feeling. This game really does a very good job at exhibiting the overwhelming sensation one can feel when they're incredibly anxious or out of place. Oh, definitely. That's an admirable trait of this game. Who are you to talk with me about worrying parents? I can't handle this. I'm sorry. Shut up! Please, Kyle, stop, please! Cassio! Cassio, come back. Yep. Getting intense now. Yep. They're leaving now. Out and about. Nowhere to go from here. Ah! Especially me, looks like I'm trying to leave. I guess this means this game is really doing its damnedest with its very overwhelming presence. Again it happened! Again it happened! Woo! Okay, hold on real quick. Come on, there we go. Definitely makes you feel isolated for sure. Yep. Time to erase. Getting ever fainter. Oh, that must be the Keem Islands. Oh, that must be the aunt character. Hello there, Cassio. Hi, Maggie. Isn't the frost beautiful? Cold, though. The wind is fierce, too. Yeah. It's a happy surprise to see you so early. Especially after your big night out in Castlebar. All of that music and crack. I didn't sleep very well. Well, there's nothing like looking at the sea to calm a restless mind. It was terrible leaving every September when I taught in Castlebar. What's wrong, pet? Is it your ma'am? I don't mean the pry, only Colum said. It's a lot of things. Whatever it is, it's smaller than you think. These things always are. You'll go home for Christmas and it will be forgotten like that. Colum and his dad are like cats and dogs, but doesn't he see them? Every year? I don't think so. What was that? Colin doesn't go home. He was with Jack last year. They had a frozen pizza. This year, we'll have a chicken, though. You're joking. He didn't say that. Christmas dinner in that rotten house. The state of it. It must be freezing. And damp, too. You can't live like that. That's a good disgrace. The roof will be gone before you know. It kinda is. Bits of it. He could come to me. I'd love some company at Christmas. I think they're more comfortable being themselves. What do you mean? You know, around you they can't just be open with each other. Well, I mean, you keep things like that private. That's just how it's done. We all have our own crosses. We have a nice chicken anyway, and Jack is making jelly. It was putting it out in the open that caused all these troubles. That's an awful thing to say. That's gonna hide who he is, if he even could. Sorry, I should go. No, you're right. He does care about you. And like, he definitely appreciates you taking him in after Mr. O'Malley kicked him out. I hope he knows I care about him too. People used to say I was a bit queer. They'd say all kinds of things. People are mean. Hold on to the good ones. Colum, Jack, I could never hold on to anyone. kept thinking there must be one good man out there. But there was never one for me. My father told me our only hope was to become a nun and get an education. Were you? You don't look like a nun. Almost. I hid from everyone, but I couldn't hide from God. Myself and Colin are more alike than I want to admit. I'll have to get a bit of a goose. What? Tell Colin you're coming to me for Christmas, and you're moving out of that place. I have a spare room and lovely comfy couch. No ands or buts. It would be the best Christmas going. And sure, we'll figure the rest of it all out on Stephen's Day. St. Stephen's Day is a national holiday on the 26th of December. You might also hear it's called Boxing Day, but it is more associated with English people. It's often seen as the truly relaxing day, since it doesn't involve cooking, opening presents, or any of the other high-energy activities of Christmas. I want a Stephen's Day here! That's actually also my mother's birthday. And that's when one of my first grandmother passed away. And now we're back to this home. This rotten place. I met Colin when I got back. Shans had left. Took all of his stuff too. Oh, poor Shans. I didn't want to talk. There was someone on my couch, so I lay on the floor. Oh. Things to remember about Shans. Shans Lavelle. Number 1, he gets on best with his brother Neil. They play football in the garden sometimes when the weather's good. Age 18, 19, did his leaving last summer. Likes music, reading, music, science fiction, Manchester, music, his mom's cooking, music. Basically a lot of music. Dislikes kill! Talking about himself, smelly fish, black pudding. Bought his guitar with some cash from working in the chip shop. He's never... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so we got all of this then. Oh, the intensity is back. Okay. He's never been to India. He doesn't even really know his relatives there. He wants to go sometime, though. His favorite writer is Arthur C. Clarke. I'm gonna make him read At Swim Two Birds, and he'll love it. Number 5. He is terrible at lying. I kind of sometimes am as well. My favorite thing about him, he taps his fingers on any nearby surface, hammering out little tunes. Well, here's hoping chances, okay. December 22nd. Things change so quickly. Before you're ready at all, Colin was upset and Jack was furious. He said the band's sheets are finished because of me. Shans told him he's done. I wanted to hide in the attic, but it was raining. Oof. So there is some tension now. Not good, not good. Everyone from the party cleared out. Someone called the guards on us. A noise complaint. We have 24 hours to get out. The big house is done. Maggie is coming back tomorrow to get our stuff. Things are not looking up. Looks like we reached the climax point. 23rd. Maggie drove up to the house this morning in no banger. You'll catch a death staying there any longer. It was kind of nice being scolded with kindness. We bundled all of our stuff into a car, but then there wasn't enough space for us to sit. So myself, Colin, and Jack had to walk. It was a very silent journey across. Kill! There we go. We played dusty board games by the fire and we all warmed up a little. Maggie finally realized I wasn't always a girl, and she was very nice. I suppose no one ever expects it. Jack even kinda apologized for being upset at me. Maggie's college only has 2 bedrooms, so I'm on the couch again. It's a small one, but she has cozy woolen blankets. I like it. At least there was some apologizing for that kind of thing. Most certainly. We're gonna find out about Maggie O'Malley. Maggie O'Malley, age 63. I felt bad asking, but she just laughed. Likes tea, Viennese whirls, trad music, traditional music probably, painting, Legion of Mary. What's the Legion of Mary? The church? My favorite thing about her, the way she prepares tea. She uses loose leaf and she's really careful for it. So it's not like tea bags. She actually uses the loose leaves to make the tea. I'm probably considered a heathen for using a tea bag. At least I don't put it in a... Oh wait, what's this now? There's a lot of art in her house. Apparently she's popular with the artists who live around here. 2, she learned Irish from her grandmother who didn't speak any English. Her grandmother left her the cottage when she died. 3, she taught English and geography. And what does she? Dislikes cold weather, drunk people, licorice, married 2 names from down in the village. Number 4. Before I knew her as Colum said, I knew her as one of the readers in Mass. She still doesn't. She has a lovely soft singing voice. Not just at Mass, she gets called on to sing whenever there's a session going in the pub. That's kinda neat. "24th. After my first hot shower in weeks, I helped Colin prepare for tomorrow's dinner. Let's see what... I was hoping I'd get to talk to him about what happened with Shans, but I just couldn't. In the evening, we went to the pub where a Christmas Eve piped. I wondered what I'd do if I saw Shans. But he wasn't there. Fergal was, though. Oh, that's great. More chastising there? I wasn't expecting it, but through the crowds our eyes met. It felt like a punch in the gut. I drank my diluted blank currant quietly and didn't look that way again. As we were leaving, he pushed an envelope into my hand. I wasn't going to give this to you. Oh, great. Add more tension to the mix. Oof. Erase everything. The post office is closed now. This is the last letter to be delivered. Fergal and I both worked off our feet with a rush of cards. I'd recognize so many of the names, young people you were in school with too. All gone. Some of them in Dublin, some in the States, or Canada, or Australia. I'm glad you didn't go that far away. But you're not home either. It made me think. I've heard things. I understand you're not who I thought you were, but I can't believe it. This seems so sudden. There were no signs. Let's keep reading. You never told me you were unhappy. I'm sorry if all of this is my fault. I must have raised you wrong. People do say it's bad for your child to be tied to your apron, but I just care so much for you, pet. Is this from Cassio's ma'am? It's okay if you're like men are dressed funny or whatever it is. The world is changing. I won't get mad. Not on Christmas. But I'm worried about you, that's all. You're making life difficult for yourself. I just don't know where you'll end up. And you could keep it quiet. Sure, what you do on your own time is your own business. No one else should mind. I'll see you soon when I'll talk at last. I'll be making mince pies. Looks like there's a bit more understanding now and empathy. I made as much dough in Finland as I normally do, but it took much longer than I thought without you. Silly on me. There are so many. Philgar won't finish them by himself. Christmas dinner. Roast potatoes, goose ham, roast carrots and parsnips, Brussels sprouts and onion gravy. Ma'am. Yep. Now, it kind of makes me wonder if Philgar is feeling the same way. Or if he's more confrontational about it. Up, is it time for the black hole event? Let's see. There was so much snow. Oh, this is an interesting effect for detailing snow, for making snowfall. It almost looks like it's hail coming down from the sky, though. Quite clever, though. Quite clever. I wasn't sleeping. There was so much snow. I couldn't stop thinking about Mum's letter. Mum's letter. I forgot about that. Mum's letter. So I was awake at 2 in the morning when it started. Ah, that's a cute little depiction of snow. Almost has this comforting vibe. Wakey, wakey. The gentle hissing as it hit the window finally helped me doze. Raise all this! Jack woke me up early, eager for presents. Colin came in behind him with a cup of tea. 8:20 a.m. Christmas Day! Here we go. We were all ushered into Maggie's living room with our cups in hand. That's kind of a sweet Christmas tree outing. I didn't have any presents for anyone. But everyone was so nice. Ah. And even though the granny auntie looks like she's like, the bloody hell is going on? Why did I invite all these creepy people with me? He's like, don't say creepy! Don't say creepy at all! Maggie gave me an unopened box of makeup. Colin joked about being the one he gave her last year. Gift giving. Just repackaging things that you got from last year and giving it to someone else who might appreciate it better. I was delighted to have it passed on. I wonder if Virgo and Ma'am have anything for me. I don't know about Virgo, but maybe the Ma'am? Soon enough, it was time for Mass. Maggie was very kind about none of us coming to Mass. So kind it was obvious she was really disappointed. I never missed Mass at Christmas before. This didn't feel like Christmas. All I could think about was the letter and Ma'am. I decided to go home. It was easier to just go than to keep chewing on it. Let's see. Can't really read that, unfortunately. Cassio, you don't have to. If you want to, just do. Just don't feel like you've no choice. Okay. I was wondering about that. Family isn't only. Let's see. Family isn't only the one you're born into. That is true. Quotation marks. And you feel like more of a sister than any of my actual sisters. Don't forget that. I wonder if this is Colum saying this. So now it's the trek back home. Will they be welcomed with open arms, or is it just going to be hostile again? We'll see. We'll find out if the words that Mam wrote seem truthful. The turkey is delicious, Mam. Thanks. What's wrong? Nothing. Would you pass some more gravy? So good. How was Mass? Oh, lovely. So I gather you didn't make it. It was hard to get there in the weather. And it was the weather that made you avoid us for the last few weeks? Up, see? The hostility is already with Virgo. The priest gave a very nice sermon about the importance of family. Oh, were there many kids? Of course, they came out and told us everything they learned about the nativity and why we must look after the needy. Margaret O'Malley was looking after myself at Cuddlymuffintop for the last few days. She was very kind. She's a strange one, all right, taking in other people's children. Already it feels kind of empty in this environment. Can I have some more sprouts, thanks? Is there anything on the TV for Christmas? Oh yeah, they're showing that movie you were in. What are you talking about? E.T., of course. Thought they made you a lot less ugly for the TV. I want to punch him so bad. I did love E.T. when you went with your dad. But months afterwards, you used to spend all day drawing the cutest pictures of people in space. I've wanted the fridge for years. You never put up any of my art, ma'am. Cause you never drew anything, Virgo. Shut your gob. Shouting. That's not very ladylike. Jesus, Virgo, what is your problem? What's my problem? You abandoned your mother and left her worried sick for weeks. Then you show up out of the blue and dressed like that. Come on, Virgo, remember the story of the Project of Sun. Is that all you're going to say to him? I didn't come here to be ridiculed. I hope you came home to apologize. I'll give you an apology if I can get some too. Stop. Let's just enjoy the dinner. I was peeling spots all week and I'm glad you were here together. Another word for potatoes. Figured as much. Now you see why he's been hard to talk. It's even a lot harder to listen to this crap. Ma'am! I just don't understand, pet. Why you need to understand? Can't you just accept me? What me are you talking about? The one known for 23 years and one I've known for 2 weeks. It's the same me. And I want you to know me better. I want us to be in each other's lives. You can tell they are just pouring their hearts out. And something tells me Virgo is not going to accept it. Come on, Virgo, this is your family, for God's sake. Are you threatening to leave again? They just look so on edge. It's not, I need some air. This can be heartbreaking to see. You can't run away forever. And you can't keep denying their existence either. Pet, come back! I can only just imagine what some people who are transitioning are feeling with this kind of conflict. And thus, the Christmas dinner is empty. And the snow keeps falling. And of course, Cassio is on the run. Bloody air is hard. The air I need was 2 kilometers away from the snow, in the snow. So back in the rut. Wait, are they just going back to the house that they had to leave and evacuate from? And it was cold air and damp air, but it was quiet air. Is it back to the event? Yep, looks like it. Where do I go from here, I wonder? Ooh. Up. Maybe this is the abnormality. Oh. It's getting intense now. Happy Christmas. And it doesn't seem happy to me. Not in the slightest. Of course, the music in the background doesn't help. 26th, back in the big house. There was a strange burning smell when I turned on the light in the kitchen this morning. It's falling apart, but houses don't fall apart all at once. They do it slowly, piece by piece, room by room. The electricity isn't safe, and I don't want to light the fire. I don't want anyone to know I'm here. Is that the abnormality right there? Yep. Yep, that's the one. That black hole. Shans walked past the home today on the 27th, headed for Keene Beach. He didn't see me. Our conversations are wriggling through my skin. About 4:30, there was a knock. I blew out the candles and buried myself under a blanket. Are you in there? News around the town is you lot got out. That the guards were coming in scampered. But then, if he told me you haven't been seen at old Miss O'Malley's house, then they turn you away. You're not really helping the case there, Virgil. I guess no one really wants a wielder like you are. God damn it, I want to punch him so bad! Did they always have this much of a bad relationship even before the transition, or has he always been an asshole? Mom is worried sick about you. You don't seem to be worried. You just wanted this to all be over with, apparently. I can't believe she still cares. You think she had given up on you by now. I have. But that's, at least you're honest. So what now then, in this case? Hello? Hello? So good to hear you. You reached the voicemail. Damn it. Mika, please leave a message with your name and... Damn it! Where are you? You like to talk about my accountancy services ring... What? Is this those joke you want, accountant? Hello? Pick up! Tell me how to fix this! I don't know where to go! Your name and number will get back to you. Except you haven't, Mac! I trusted you! Hello? You know for weeks when I would arrive, and now I can count the time we have left in hours. You reached the voicemail of, I am nowhere and no one left. There's no one on earth who even knows who I am. No NASA wishes me, no, not even an accountant from Mayo. Except some sheep in the field while a black hole devours the earth. At least I can witness the end of everything under the nice, clear sky. Hello. 28th. I woke up coughing this morning. Hope I'm not coming down with a dose of something. It's not a good sign. I saw Shans through the window this morning again. I had to do something. So I walked out into the wind and down onto the beach. Chance? Chance! Cassio? Hey, so, how are things? Oh, fine. You know, same old. What are you doing here? I thought you were with Cullum and Jack and Dumgard now. Jesus, you look awful. It's complicated. Of course it is. I was with them. Then I was back home and now I'm not. Yeah, you always seem to make things complicated. And weird. I'm sorry, Sans. Chance. I was surprised. But we can fix everything. We can go get Cullum and Jack and put the band back together. We can just be friends again. The band was a dream. It was never going to happen. Keep getting worse and worse. But you were so good. We did nothing all summer, then played a single gig in the community hall. What's this coming from? What happened to you? It's just reality. The music definitely complements the mood. What about Dublin? What about Manchester or India? Don't be stupid. Fair enough, without money we'll only have you crying home on the phone anyway. Hurrying off. It means to act without thinking, specifically if the person's going somewhere to do it, or just running off at the speed of a hare. Herring off. Got it. God, you're like a different person. I don't even know you. When I went home, I found out about how people talk about the lot of us. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. I liked you. That's not me. Do you hear yourself? You have no idea what it's like. I'm already on outside on, kill! I don't belong anywhere. I can't. That's why we have to look out for each other. I just want to be normal, Cassio. I'll never be normal with you. Now that's just heart-wrenching. You should never say that to someone, even if you're in the heat of the moment. Oh, God. And there it is. Getting ever so closer, up to the breaking point. Just looming overhead, kind of like the moon. Cassiopeia! Thanks for rain. I made some tea for you. I thought you might be a bit dehydrated from space. You're an accountant? Oh, yeah. I'm also a bit of an astronomy geek. Oh, God. I picked up your signals. Did you not tell someone important? Well, I wanted to, but no one listened. And I had to do something. Thanks. Thanks, Mac. It's nice to meet you. For real. You're shorter than I pictured. So they are basically one and the same. What do we do now, then? The source of radiation is on the far side. Kill! Kill! Island. There's a bus coming soon. We're waiting on the bus to save the world. It's usually on time and we can sit up the front. So cold I should light a fire. But even if I wanted to, there's no fuel. I have to break a chair or something. Getting by with blankets and hot tea. At least the kettle works. Maggie, Colin, and Jack came, but I don't want to bother anyone. My chest feels tight, and my body hurts. I can't stop coughing, and every time my head spins. It's like they are picking up a fever, being in such a cold environment. Cassio? Cassio! Come on, pet, you can't live in there, it's not safe. Jean's told us. Cassio, we know you're in there. I'm sorry things didn't work out with your mom, pet. Cassio, it's like I told you we're family. Please come on out. This is ridiculous. Are you sure she's really here? There's not even a fire going. We should call the guards. Something really bad could have happened. She doesn't want to be a bother. They don't want to be a bother. This is ridiculous. She's probably left for Dublin. The two of you waste so much time on her. She doesn't even appreciate the half of it. That's enough, Jack. Come on. How did you know where to go? This is the image I retrieved in the black hole data. I have an undress on the back. Hope you're right. By me, Gongshi Road, Dua, cool. County Mayo, Ireland, Earth. Yep, it's the same place. It's getting dark out there. December 30th. The guards came back, and Virgo with them. I almost called. Virgo, this place is a wreck. I don't think there's anyone here. I know there is. I heard movement and I saw lights last night. Can't be wasting time with this. The big search is starting soon. For all we know, we'll find the body on the coastline. Searching this place will only take 5 minutes. I don't want to break the door down and find an empty house. The nuns will have my back. Tell you what, I'll come back tomorrow after dark with PJ and we'll see what we see. If there is someone in there, I'll get them out. I'm scared. I'm starving. I feel so sick I'm gonna die. Oh. Look at that. Are you sure this is the right place? It's the only thing we've got. Okay. Rampage Sigma, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a pleasant evening and rest. Until then, hope you take care of yourself, okay? Come on, pass the image to me and I'll put it through the letterbox. She has it, but the black hole is still there. It's growing. Who is she? Can she stop the trigger event? She's my mom. It doesn't matter. It's all in her hands now. Hey, Mac, if Earth survives this, do you want to see the rest of the universe with me? Wait, is that the mom? December 31st, the anomaly. I have to go somewhere. I can barely move. It's so cold. I'll burn the book. Wait, this is different. I can only use the mouse here. Oh. I see. Yep. They use the diary for fuel now. That's why it was being erased. Yep, we gotta use the mouse motions here. Well, this looks promising. This looks delightful. Oh, I'm basically doing the entire word. Great. This is great. Oh yes, it's getting colorful now. Oh jeez. Ah! Well, I think we might be too late. I don't think we made any impact. Think we're screwed. Yep. Everything's going up in flames. Ah, it keeps getting bigger. Ah! 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 No! Ah! Why do these lines make me so uncomfortable? Is it all revolving around them? Looks like it. Ooh. It's like they are being absorbed. Oh, ah! I keep moving out of place. Something about this game just really sends a strong, unnerving presence. Oh, and that's not even me doing it. Time doesn't exist in the black hole. Every moment crushed together, past and present, the future in one endless screen. So is it all over? No way in changing anything. Something about this just really sends a really creepy vibe. No way to move, no way to escape. Oh God, look at this. Jeez. Just imagine these words that have basically harmed someone who's trying to transition and be accepting of themselves, and this is the commentary that's plaguing their minds at every passing moment with people who just don't want to stand or even don't want to empathize with the struggle. Yep. Yep. This is harsh. This is harsh right here. All these good memories, like they're fading away. Almost feels like she's in a black hole then. Everything's okay. Oh God, when you write it in like this, it doesn't make things okay. It doesn't make things okay. Oh, the way it's all scrambled, it makes it worse. Everything's... Ah! God damn, this game is giving me more on edge than any other game I played this year. Horror game or otherwise. Everything's okay. Who's saying that, though? You poor thing. You're burning up. It's okay. Everything will be okay. Your mommy's here now, love. Oh. Oh, God, you dear. Oh, the mother came back. The mother came back for her. Oh God. Oh God. This game's getting to be emotional. Oh, bloody hell. And there's Colum and Auntie O'Malley, Auntie Maggie. Oh, and she's returning the hug with a smile. I swear, Virgo, if you even give any more sass, if you even put any more sass in this, I'm gonna lug you to the black hole myself. That must be Jack. There's Maggie. Now let me... Oh wait, that's Sans. Wait. Did Sans actually apologize? Why is he back? You better apologize to her about how you acted. Those words really affected them. Oh, now it's everything is getting bright and colorful. Oh. Okay. Keep it together. Keep it together. Is there anything else in this? This book belongs to 10 years since the event. The world has started to stabilize. Communications between cities and towns and cities and even countries are commonplace again. There are no computers yet, but there's a demand for accountants again. Mac makes a reasonable living doing the books for local businesses around the West Coast. Let's see. There we go. He's setting up a desk plan on this new cubicle. desk when he hears the familiar roar of a spaceship outside. Cassiopeia. Oh, now they're giving me multiple choice. Run. He runs out the door immediately, dropping a heap of folders. Long time no see, Cassiopeia says grimly. Her smile seems to have been tanned purple by some strange cosmic star. It's only been a year, Max says. But I'm sure for you it's been many more. As they both laughed, as he looks at her, Max's chest gets uncomfortably tight. He missed her. He missed her. He wasn't sure if it was the conversations about space and science he missed, or her personality. I had some great stories for you, Cassiopeia says. I'll tell you about them in the ship. What? Max stares at her. Aren't you coming, she says, surprised. I came back for you. Like we said, he doesn't know how to answer. I can't, Max says at last. How do I know which one to answer? Sometime soon, but not right now. Sometime soon, but not now. Cassiopeia stares at him, then nods. Mac? Yeah, Cassiopeia? Whenever you're ready. Call me. I'll be there. I'll come get you. See you next year. January 5th, 1994. I've been awake for a few days, eating turkey leftovers, drinking cups of tea, and sleeping. I'm finally able to write without my hand shaking. Today is the first day I feel myself again. Today is the first day I feel myself again. Colin comes around a lot. Every day since I was found. Jack comes too, but he doesn't stay. Yesterday Colin brought cake from Maggie, and today he brings me a new journal. Come on, you got this. He found the remains of the old one in the big house. I'm excited to start over. It was almost full anyway. I haven't seen Shans, but Colin says he's asking for me. Let's visit. I say he can come and visit. All still awkward with each other. Jack and Colin too. I think everyone feels guilty. Jack's cooking apology rashers. Soon I'll be well enough to climb Krogholm with them again. December 31st, 2018. The older I get, the more I like myself. I find I care less and less what others people think of me, and more for my own opinion. And these days, I'm so much more comfortable in my own skin. Oh. She's dressing up. There we go. Or, yeah, there we go. Let's see here. Go with the ton face. There we go. Oh, changing hairstyles. Okay. Oh, you can change the hairstyle. Let's go. I think that one. Oh, you can. Oh, like a. Like that. Oh, and that's the hairpin. That's the necklace. Let's see. Oh, where did this one go? I don't see it. Nor that one either. Oh, you can. Why is this making me so happy? All of this. There. Trans right achievement locked. Good for you. Starting on a new page.
You found me, I was lost, I was alone.
God damn!
You found us and you made us.
If there was a game that made me emotional like that, ooh, it was this in one shot. These two games. Maybe so. They really hit the nail there with the storytelling on that. I'm glad. I'm glad I played this.
We have time to cry together and enjoy.
Hold on, I need something real quick.
Last of the dawn. Hold me in your arms, oh, we're no longer apart. Aching, glowing wherever there are beating hearts.
Coming from my nose and going everywhere. Ah! Oh, why do I cry belly lint? I don't understand. Is it because my eye is the belly navel? Is that it? Ah! Okay, I'm back. Oh. Ooh. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm glad I didn't skip on this. I know this is probably going to be a game that I don't really replay again. I more than likely rewatch perhaps. Maybe as a video because okay, yeah. I mean there's not really much to the game besides erasing things and just progressing, but it's more like an interactive movie than anything else with not a lot of choices to be made until right at the epilogue, but still. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. Oh, what's this? Game's not done yet? Wonder what this is all about. Oh, wait, what? A baby? It was a birth? September 9th, 2012. Virgo's baby, Camomine, is a lot cuter than I expected. I think she resembles Valerie, but no one else sees it. Valerie is a mousy, dual-girl woman. She wears a lot of makeup and complains about it. I think she looked great without it too, but I don't dare say it. The two of us find it hard to make conversation at the best of times. The christening is uneventful despite all of the fuss beforehand. Let's see. Mamu was furious that Virgo wouldn't make me godmother. Of course, he's probably still pissed, but I just wanted her to stop bringing it up. I'm not very holy anyways. At the dinner in the hotel, everyone is friendlier than I was worried about. Almost all of the chat is around the upcoming Owl Island final between Mayo and Dungal on whether Mayo can lift the Sam Maguire curse. Sam Maguire curse. This is a reference to an old urban legend that Mayo, the country Kill is in, can't win the National Gaelic Football League until all the members of the 1951 team are dead. As of May 2020, the legend still hasn't been proven false. The local Fine Gael counselor drops by the hotel to say hello to Virgo's smug delight. Me and Virgo are still not very close, but we're polite to each other. Really? I don't buy it. He spent years trying to make my mom mad at me for being trans. So I'm happy with politeness. I wonder if it's fake politeness though. Mam mentions my book, and sure it isn't as good as a baby. I'm not sure she means it or she even read it. She falls asleep in the car as I drive us home. Oh. Ma'am. Admiration. The older I get, the more I admire Ma'am. She did the best she could with a very difficult situation. And if she wasn't perfect, well, isn't that just the same for all of us? Good job, Ma'am. Let's go with Sans. May 15th, 1994. Shan's directions led me to a bar in Galway and then up the stairs to a tiny room. I can't imagine it fits more than 30 people. The new band don't even have a name yet, but he was really excited for me to come on the phone. My heart jumped when Lauren said she would come. Oh. She's so fun to be with. The music is so different to what the band she played. It's heavy but kind of funky. I find myself dancing without a thought. Afterwards, Shans comes over. He has a little gold hoop in one ear. He's full of confidence. He's on high after playing guitar. Well, full of talk for hours. I'm glad that Shans has the confidence now. He's excited about doing an audio production course in September, but first he's going to go to New Delhi for the summer with Tara. They're going to visit some relatives they never met. Aunts, uncles, cousins, cousins of cousins. Do you have someone to stay tonight? My couch is always open. I booked a hostel, but thanks. When it's time to say goodbye, I gave him a huge hug. Shans. Closeness. They're my best friend. We've been through so much together. They know me better than anyone else ever will. Alright, let's go with this again. Let's go with Map. August 8th, 1994. Map and I drive down the Keel. The sight of the long curvy beach underneath the Benong cliffs always makes me feel nice. It took a lot of wheedling to get Mam to ever think about joining me for a swim, and now that she's here, she's having second thoughts. Jump in or you'll be get used to it out in a second. She shrieks when the waves wash past her. I keep encouraging her and finding after a few tentative minutes of one final scream, she gets down. I let myself go and let the waves throw me around. I taste the salt water in my mouth and gasp for breath and enjoy being alive. And most of all, I enjoy sharing it with Mam. Aww, that's cute. The water's cold, but the wind is worse, so wrapped in towels we dry as best as we can and head to Neil's for some tummy-warming chips. Tara is working and waves at me. I'm going to be teaching the class this September, I tell Mam. A tutorial class. I wouldn't be here without you. It means so much. Thank you. I'm just glad you're happy, she says. And being yourself makes you happy. That's all I want for you. I love you, Mam. Reach on and claps her hand. Thanks for being here. Mam and I love each other. We've had our fights and our struggles, but our love has always won out. These days, we can even say it out loud. Let's go with, yep, here's Maggie, Aunt Maggie. Saturday, June 27th, 1998. We just about made the 6 p.m. train to Castle Bar before it leaves. Colin will be on the lash for the rest of the day. That's not my thing. Out drinking. Out drinking. That makes sense. So I'm just going to make it back to make sure she gets home safe. I want to make sure she knows we're grateful. She came all the way to Dublin for Pride to support myself and Colin. think she's expected to wear what she got. Everyone wanted to march alongside the one cuddly granny. She was the center of attention all day. How sweet. Megan's still absolutely glowing as she reclines in the seat and unwraps the tuna meal sandwiches she made us this morning. She asked me what I enjoyed most. Waving the blank card she made this morning. Be nice to the gays. She mentions the gay silly a couple nights before. An event where people dance to traditional Irish music in groups moving across the floor together in large patterns. Often specific songs that made specific dances associated with them. I haven't danced like that in years, Maggie thinks for a minute. Takes off her glasses and polishes them and sets them back on her nose. When I was young, she says all of a sudden, I knew a German woman, Hilde. She was nice. She taught in my school for a few years. She loved a good silly. Hilde told me about the parties they used to have in Berlin. She couldn't be here herself in Ireland, and I was terribly sad when she left. She would have loved this week. I want to comfort her. Maybe you should go to Berlin sometime. Oh. She thanks me and mentions the weather. Outside, the landscape flashes past green under a cloud-speckled sky. It hasn't been warm, but at least it didn't rain on our Pride Parade. Oh, look at the Gran! She looks awesome. Maggie. Aspiration. Some people might consider Maggie's life to be a sad story, but I admire her. If I get hold and stay half as kind and generous and willing to take in lost youth as she is, I'll be very happy. Let's go with this then next. That's a lot of backstory. Go with that. Year 1, 6 months after the event. The dark matter storms have ceased, and the black hole radiation has diminished. Cassiopeia has been searching along the west coast for parts that could be used to create a small spaceship. The humans left alive are scattered across the land, panicked, and sometimes dangerous. So Cassiopeia keeps to herself. It's good for thinking. Everyone is so different now. It has been hypothesized that black holes are the seeds of new universes. Cassiopeia can't be sure. Her opinion changes from day to day. Go with that. Did 100 unlikely futures separate and branch out, blooming like a wild garden? As Cassiopeia sits alone by a campfire one night in June, she spots someone watching her from the bushes. She stops playing with her makeshift radio and says hello. As they approach, Cassiopeia is struck by their face. They're so young, hardly more than a kid, but so tired too. What's your name? Cassiopeia says. Anu. She tosses them a can of beans and a blanket, and they eat quietly and hungrily. Over the next few months, Anu and Cassiopeia became inseparable. They make a good team. The last missing piece is fuel. It takes months, but one day Anu sees something shiny on a beach. Cassiopeia runs to them. Her heart fills with nervous excitement, like I normally am. It only takes a few more days to have the ship ready to leave Earth. Anu has gotten quiet again. I guess you'll be leaving now, they say, looking down at the ground. Yep, Cassiopeia says. We're leaving as soon as I've done my last safety checks. There's room for 2 if you want to come. The eyes light up and Cassiopeia sees them really smile for the first time. I wonder if Cassiopeia, they mentioned how Cassio wrote a book. Maybe Cassiopeia was the main protagonist of that book instead of a future self. That might be it. But 4 years since the event. 4 years since the event. Cassiopeia drops down under the atmosphere about kilo with the latest load of supplies. She has been coming regularly to help the communities rebuild and to help them build protections against the wild things that have grown up in the vacuum the anomaly left behind. As she approaches Keo post office, they see it swarming around it, teething with tentacled horrors slamming against the tiny building. There's a gun firing desperately through its window. Cassiopeia's ship fires the last quantum homing missiles, one she has kept in reserve. The flames spread from tentacle to tentacle. The sea recedes, taking its terrible horrors with it, and Cassiopeia lands immediately. Thank you for using the throw unction. Hello, Bex Coral. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream indeed. And finds Bred McHugh holding her shotgun in her hand, looking tired, but very much alive. Well, you're a sight for sore eyes, Brig exclaims and hugs Cassiopeia tight. Brig puts on the kettle and they sit down to catch up. Sometimes I don't know how we keep going, Brig says. It's all we can do to hold this place together since the event. There will be good days soon, even if it doesn't feel like it. I believe in you. Huh, that's nice then. That's a comforting thought, most certainly. Brig sighs and looks down at the table, at the heap of half-woven crosses she was making before the terrifying interruption. You still make them, Cassiopeia asks? Every year. It's almost February now. I give them out around the villages for people to hang up. Tradition is important. Maybe someday soon they'll start calling you Saint Brigitte, Cassiopeia says and smiles. Before she leaves, she gives Brig a little token, one extra thing she squeezed into the cargo hold. Let's go with a light. An atomic light that never dims, bright enough to ward away any nightmares. Alright, let's go with more. There's this. 6 years after the event. Cassiopeia should have known better than to take risks in authority space. But here she is with the airlock staring her in the face, and the final moments closing in all too quickly. She thinks about Anu. It would be nice to talk to them once last time. The bone-freezing cold of space hits her face, and she closes her eyes. And then, she opens her eyes again and finds herself in the hold of an old Harris freighter. 2 elderly women staring at her. Who are you? Welcome to the CS cool sound. I'm Space Pirate Megs O'Malley. Elder Megs on Maggie, the one and only. And this is Captain Hildegard. We've been tracking the authority for a few days. What happened to you, kid? Aw, sweet that they incorporated the aunt into it. Yep. There we go. Cassiopeia tells them her story when they grin at each other. We'll take you as far as Kronos, O'Malley says. Then you can figure the rest of it out yourself. Cassiopeia hesitates. I don't want you putting yourselves at risk, she says. Don't worry about us, Captain Hilde laughs. We're old, all right. But we're the most experienced space dogs you'll find in any corner of the galaxy. Space Pirate Megs interrupts. There's something we're forgetting. I've set the ship to warp, but now we're safe as houses. So let's go make a cup of space tea for you, my Lee Lab. You must be parched. Alright, let's see then. Let's go with the earliest date. Jack. October 11th, 2014. I'm on the tube on my way to give a public lecture in the science hall when I see him. Standing on the far side of a very full cabin by the door in the tan coat. Jack. It takes me a long moment to put it together in my head. And by the time I realize he has hopped off, he's well kept, handsome even. He's been living well. I get off at Oxford Circus and jog to get to my lecture. I'm already cutting it close. I return to my hotel after an evening of drinks and laughs. Oh, there we go. Probably like right there should do it. On my laptop, I look Jack up online and find him. Even though it's been years, he seems so familiar. How's she cutting Jack? I lie in the bed with the lamps off. Streetlights peek through the curtains. I can't sleep as waves of feeling wash over me. Fondness. There we go. Jack. When Colin Jack broke up, I was devastated. It was only years later that I could look back and see the cracks in their relationship. Oh, that's a pity. Alright, next date will probably be Maggie. Oh, look how cute Maggie is! December 25th, 2004. Maggie comes over to myself and Ma'am for Christmas dinner this year. Virgo is with his wife and Colin's away visiting friends. I'm happy to come home. It's been too long. Just the three girls, Ma'am says. I find the quiet atmosphere relaxing. After dinner, I cozy up in front of the fire with a book and Christmas pudding. Virgo comes by in the afternoon. Everything gets a bit more hectic. With baby Kaomi. I feel like I butchered that name. So I bring Maggie home and she fights me in for a last drop of tea. I tell her it was lovely to have her. She shall come again next year. And she sighs. I don't think there'll be a next year, Lamb, she says with a laugh. Not if the doctor's right. Let's be hopeful. Don't say it like that. I'm sure you'll be through much worse. She looks out the window. The one thing I want to do is preserve all my old photos. It would be such a shame to lose them. I tell her about I can digitize them. She loves the idea. We open all the presses to find every last album she has. That night I start to look through them. There must be 1,000. My favorite is Maggie in her late 20s on Queen Beach. She's just out of the water and is wrapped in a towel laughing. Oh, look how great she looks! Maggie. Maggie sometimes jokes that he lived more in the last 20 years of her life than she did in the first 60. In a funny way, it makes me glad that we met that December. That she was able to break out of her shell. Very comforting. Alright, might as well go with Anu. June 13, 2015. This evening there's a variety show, a trance performance and artists. The walls of the small cafe are covered in art. The place looks amazing. I'm helping Sarah set up in the late afternoon and carefully carrying a big stack of plastic chairs over loose cables when Anu walks in. It feels like old times. We communicate wordlessly. I get them to help me set up chairs and then they put out the biscuits and more make tea. Ace is buzzing. The audience of a wide mix of people, some dressed to the nines and some shrinking in the corner. I see Anu's wife when she comes in with the kids and go over to say hi and walks beside her. Ah, there we go. When it's Anu's tune, they perform a spoken piece about coming out as non-binary and their name changing from Ishan to Sans to Anu. Okay. I figured Shans was gonna be non-binary. That was one of my guesses. Well, I'm glad. A name I take as my heritage, a gift from my lineage. Unlike me, they're okay with being called Shans by your very old friends, or Da by their own kids. But Anu is what feels right. Hello, Morty. Greetings and salutations. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. My heart is so happy to see how they've grown since we've known each other. The kids look absolutely bored out of their minds. At the end, the three kids scramble up on stage, and the four of them perform a song together. They're good, of course. Anu has been playing music and singing with them since they were tiny. But I think it's their combined sweetness that hits the crowd most of all. Aww. I'll be so happy for Anu! Anu. Pride. I'm proud of the person they've become. They've struggled against discrimination and fought hard to find their own identity. But they are still generous and compassionate and brilliant. Yay! 3D modeling, hope it goes well for you. Alright, this must be the last one then. May 22nd, 2016. Colin and myself are doing last-minute wedding preparations at Maggie's old college. He's been renting out for the past few summers, since he saw the big house renovated into a posh B&B. We spent the day making sure the cottage is spotless before Chris's parents arrive. Let's see. Maybe go with some bravery. It took some neck to have his marriage shot. Ah, kill! Fair play. So, did we get together at Colin at the end? Just before we leave, Colin places a box of chocolates in the bedroom. Chris loves surprises. Hopefully his parents do as well. Colin has always fallen for spontaneous people, and when I tell him, he smiles. He says Chris is, let's go with sensible, good at knowing the differences between an adventure and a risk. We wanted to have our wedding today, Colin says, in celebration of the referendum last year. Oh, so it must be Colin and Chris. Got it. But it was booked out everywhere. He asked me if I would ever marry. I couldn't settle. I would love to, but I just love too many people. We bust out laughing. He tells me I never change and pats me on the head with a rolled up wedding brochure. Nice. Colum. Colum is quiet, but the way mountains are quiet. He just gets on with his life stubbornly and tenaciously, not changing for anyone anything but himself. And that's it. Thanks for drawing. You are welcome. Is that it? I don't know where to click off of this now. Is this the end of the game then? This one moment? Probably is. I don't think I can click anywhere else. Let's see, can we do the fast one? No. Alright, I think that's about it. Yeah. I will admit, this game got me emotional. I really liked how they presented everything within the art style that they did. It really made this a much more personal and vulnerable journey for someone who doesn't quite fit into the world yet. But through the end, she was able to find love, and that's most important. Even if the brother is still a prick. A bloody prick. So, I guess that's about it. Oh, no worries, Commander Spit. I just basically ended with the drawing session for this visual novel, but no worries whatsoever. It's good to see you, though. It's very good to see you. Anyways, we're not going to end it quite here because I do know... Actually, let's get on some music so it doesn't just feel like we are listening to just some awkward silence with me in the background here. Let me get that up real quick. And I might turn down the music just a tad. Here we go. See if this would do the trick. Because now... Let's see. Am I not hearing the music at the moment? Maybe I can't really hear the music right now. Is anyone hearing the music right at this moment? Hopefully you are. I guess something is off with mine here at the moment. Okay. I'm glad you were able to listen. Okay, there we go. For some reason, something other than another, I couldn't hear the music at all. Not in the slightest. So I'm glad I fixed the audio settings right then and there. That's reassuring. Everything's fine. Good. This is Pretzel with some chill music. Chill music for this one. Okay. So what we're gonna do then, before we end the stream for tonight, is we are gonna pick the game that I will be playing. The first game I'll be playing for July. Because I will be streaming this on Short Game Fridays on July 1st. And it's gonna be a game from my Xbox Ultimate Game Pass. So, we're gonna bring that up here real quick. So we're gonna see here, open the list, and here we go. It's not much of choices at the moment. Alright. So, let me go ahead and bring this up then in the meantime. I'm gonna go over to this section. Prop myself down here. And let's see. Should be popping up here. There we go. Alright. So here it is. So there are a couple of games. Some newer. Some a bit older here. And there are about 6 total within the Xbox Game Pass that I want to try out that are of a more shorter length. So one of them is Trek Tsunomi, the black and white samurai game that came out recently. Unpacking, which is a nice, good, relaxing romp. Windjammers 2, which is the sequel to that Neo Geo disc game. The Procession of Calvary. Basically a point-and-click adventure game in the style of the Monty Python animations. Very quirky, very dark, and then Monster Train. So we're gonna find out which one of those games I will be playing next week. Just a fair warning though. If you are photosensitive, well, the game that I just played, I guess would be considered photosensitive in some regards. But if you are indeed photosensitive and you just stopped in, please note that when the wheel spins, it does flash quite a bit. So you may have to turn away, especially if you are epileptic in any way or do have seizures from flashing imagery. I'll be counting to 5 before I get the wheel spinning. So that way, hopefully that gives some good break room when that transpires. So, here's to the count of 5 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next game that I will be playing on stream on July 1st is... Alright, I'm gonna be playing the newer game. Trek to Yomi by Devolver Digital. A good old black and white samurai showdown in the style of Akira... Bloody hell, why can't I remember the name of the famous Japanese director who did the samurai films? I do know the first name is Akira. Not Akira Yamaoka, that's the Silent Hill composer of the music. Is it Akira? It's gonna bog my mind, but that is going to be the game that I will be playing next week. So, that might take me quite a bit because I think it's a much longer length than the other ones, but I will be playing this game until it's finished. Even if it takes me 7.5 hours like Hidden Folks did. But it will be the first finished game that I'll have in July if everything works out. So, I do believe It Found will be the final game that I played and finished within June. So with that said, I will be doing a tier list, I believe, either next Thursday when I play Shin Megami Tensei 5, or after I'm done beating Trek to Yomi. More than likely, it will probably be after Shin Megami Tensei 5. And then we'll find out how many games I played and finished for the very first time within this year. I think I finished over 30 titles now. With some that are still needed to be completed, of course, but still. That's a lot of games off of my back catalog within this year alone. Some of them actually released this year, including this one. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Spoiler alert, that game is bloody awesome. Yes. Hopefully I could get some friends to play that soon. I think that would make it even more higher ranked. I'll have to set up a little group together with 5 other friends, so a 6-player co-op. I've already beat the story mode. Great. Nice, awesome. That game, I love it. I'm glad I bought the collector's edition. I love it. But yeah, that is the game that I will be playing next week. So, with that said, thank you so much. I do apologize if you came across during this game and I was feeling quite emotional. This game definitely made me react because, let's just face it, when strong storytelling like this that complements something that I may not be fully, experienced myself because I don't consider myself trans, but I do have friends who are. Whether they are male to female, female to male, that sort of thing. And the way that story was told, from being heartbroken about the circumstances to some hope being brought in, it was reassuring. It really was. And I like how the parallels kind of grouped together, like she wrote the story of Cassiopeia. That was kind of clever. I figured there was some tie into it. I wasn't sure if the main character was a parallel and that was her in the future, trying to stop this black hole event. But I'm glad it was something different from that. especially when they came across that the mother was the hope to make things better and get that anomaly fixed.